Is this an okay boom?
Oh, the most okay boom of all time.
Start with the question. We're going. Like, start there. We're in.
Okay, boom. Section 10, episode 582, presented by Underdog Fantasy, is the home of your 83 and 70 third place Boston Red Sox, brewed by Blue Moon.
Suck one.
Produced by Jake Yazzie, but it's actually 2K tonight.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
He hit that shit.
Yeah. Shit. So here's how I want to do the show tonight.
I like that the difference with his is he just has the oh in the front.
Yeah. Here's how I think I want to do the show tonight. Because
Tyler.
You don't.
Someone told me and Jake looked like twins at Section 10 night. Keep going. I'm sorry.
That couldn't wait.
Coley,
No, it was urgent.
Yeah, that was fucking
It was
crazy.
so urgent.
T has had the wildest claim levied against him last night that I need him tossed.
Me?
All right. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know
Oh,
what
you
you're
do.
talking
You
about.
confronted him. You confronted him.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I know exactly.
No, they
what
wouldn't
this is
lie to
about.
us, T. I wouldn't believe just any old person.
Also, yeah, I would be careful who you calling a liar because it's like literally your entire inner circle who ratted you out. Yeah. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I'm not gonna name any names, but like T's mother and Martha both were like, someone offered him a Blue Moon and he was like, actually, I'm more of a beep guy.
I never said that. I never once
So
had that.
your mother
Yes.
and your girlfriend are liars.
Mom, Martha, both of you fucking liars. That never happened. I'll tell you right
See you
now.
later.
I'm telling you right
That's
now.
another one.
That's crazy.
I don't know why they would both lie about something so inconsequential to their lives, you know? He's still trying to talk.
I do like how you looked at the
most
panels for that
suspended
one. You're
guy in
like,
the world.
Yeah.
Jerry's like, are we doing that one? Yeah, we're doing it. I think we got to do that. That's two.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
respect
because it's
Martha
two different
and
acts.
T's.
It's refusing
Yeah.
the Blue Moon and saying that you're a beep guy, and it's also the act of being so violent towards
He might
women.
get 3 here.
I feel like OJ right now. I genuinely do. I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
do
another one.
anything. This is unreal. This is so unfair.
OJ.
I took Blue Moons from everyone all night long.
I feel like
You
a
stole
guy
Blue
that's
Moons?
being accused of doing something that definitely did it.
He was proven innocent.
Of all the names you could have used, T.
I couldn't think of
I
anybody
feel
else.
like the most guilty guy of all time right now. Damn it.
Yeah, I feel like what's her fucking name?
Oh God,
I feel like
Anthony.
Casey Anthony right now. I don't know
No,
why
that's
everyone
worse.
thinks they both murdered human life.
One was a child.
Yes,
For sure.
but they were both super guilty. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like you should have used a different name. I don't know. Who was the other one? Not everyone, but
Everyone loves Raymond.
Lacey
Everybody
Peterson.
hates Chris.
Her husband definitely thinks that he's innocent, and they have like people thinking that he's innocent. Anyways, I digress.
Yeah.
How I wanted to set up this episode. Don't you fucking put your finger up, T.
I stretched.
He just
I didn't even consider
No,
putting my finger
no,
up
no,
there.
no.
You live
I
in a
just
state
stretched.
of considering.
I just moving my
Yeah.
hands around here.
No. That was he went like this. Huh? Oh. You did.
Jeremy, play that shit back. No way.
He's
in hell.
going to. That's going to end up on the out of
Never
context, and
recorded.
you're going to look very guilty. I mean, that
Anytime
is more
T's
guilty.
coming off a show he missed, he's just got to put the finger up 1,000 times because he hasn't done it in
Yeah.
like a week.
All right, let's start there, T. How we feeling after the? Can you walk us through the grilled cheese saga? Like, what happened?
So it started. David Andrews has been coming into the Sports Hub recently. And
Okay.
I was very nervous about 10 days out of the wedding.
Did not expect this to be like a former
Could have given you
Patriot.
1,000 athletes to
Yeah.
name there.
He's
Sure.
lost a ton of weight since he retired.
So Adam Vinatieri, right?
Yep.
As you would
Started-
expect, David Andrews comes walking in. I know you probably guessed that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just pries
So-
my mouth open. He's jamming them down there. You understand?
He
Yeah,
told me.
Here's the thing. Like, I missed the last show because I had too many grilled cheeses. What happened? So, Asante Samuel, right?
In steps Willie McGinnis. Okay. And like, I didn't see him coming.
Willie McGinnis.
I was trying to take it from someone who's really been there and been through the trenches and looked skinny afterwards. But he
All
has
of a sudden, Teddy Bruschi walks in.
Never gonna believe it. Vince Wilfork just barges down the door.
I turn around. Who's eye to eye with me? Lawyer fucking Malloy. Just right here, giving me the what for.
I let him in because he doesn't have a key card.
Gotta let him in.
But he's been talking about when he feels guilty about cheating on his like diet and stuff like that.
Whoa.
He starves himself for
careful.
3 days.
Spygate.
He's been doing 72-hour water fasts. So
Okay.
what did I decide to do?
Call up Rodney Harrison.
I
What's
did.
he gonna say?
And I said, you know what, Tyrone Wheatley, you got yourself a gosh darn deal, pal.
I did.
To Bucky Jones. Come on down.
Bucky Jones.
Over a week period, I did back-to-back 3-day, 72-hour water fasting. So
Yeah.
I had barely
That's bad
eaten over
tea.
the
With
last
Stephen
week.
Ridley.
Yes, with Stephen Ridley.
Stephen Ridley. Great.
Jonas Gray.
I cannot stress this enough, T. You are not a recently retired professional athlete.
Nope.
There is almost nothing you should be doing that he's doing other than your radio program.
Probably fair. Very fair. But I had a deadline here. There was a week. I had told myself a month out I was going to be very good on my diet. Unfortunately, with the passing of Sam, things went off the rails a little bit. I had to eat some extra food to get back on track. But the wedding was
What?
getting close and I went to the fitting. Everything fit fine.
Jared,
Did you just blame the passing of your dog on
he was stress
your-
eating. That's
I'm
pretty
an emotional
common.
eater.
Okay.
I can't fully blame him for that one, but yeah, didn't expect that either. This is
Thank
taking
you.
2 turns.
Yeah.
Laughing at
Yeah.
my dead dog.
So I had
David
to eat
Andrew.
Sam.
Like, I'm
And
waiting to
then-
get
The
like,
passing of Sam because of me.
yeah, like I'm waiting to get to the grilled cheeses. Like, where are they at in
So-
the story?
At this point, I hadn't eaten very much. Wedding day comes and
So-
goes.
Get me to the point in the story where we get to Jabbar Gaffney. Where is he at?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
coming.
We
Yeah.
finished the reception, took the pictures, and then they were like, "It's time for the
He-
appetizers."
reception?
Huh?
Mm.
Yes,
Completed the
exactly.
reception? Okay.
Catch.
Easy.
They started bringing out the grilled cheese, and there were other ones, but something about these grilled cheese and the guy Leo who
does
was
that
handing
mean?
them out. What do you mean?
Does that mean there are other ones? What
Other
other
what?
ones?
They had like a, I don't know if you'd call it like a steak and cheese egg roll kind of thing. There was some other shit in there. That stuff was pretty good.
Sounds like exactly what they're called. But yeah.
They
Yeah,
had like a
or
name
whatever the
for
fuck
them.
the name is.
And then there was another one that was like a potato chip with a piece of steak on it, which was pretty
Okay.
fire too. But the grilled cheese and the tomato soup, I had never had tomato soup before. So when I tasted it for the first time,
And they had a Cheeto with macaroni on it.
it triggered something, the tomato soup. I was like, this is the best combination. How has no one ever tried this combination or talked about it? So I started downing the grilled cheese and tomato soup shots. And Leo saw where I was sitting. My family had joined me at this point. And I just started going one after another. And I was like, all right, I want to feel good. I don't want to feel lightheaded before we start dancing or doing anything. And before I known, I had eaten 19. And he told me it came out to a little bit over 4 grilled cheeses. That's what he would count them out as.
How many bowls of soup?
As many as I had for every grilled cheese. It would be insulting not
That's
to
what I'm
take the
saying.
shot.
But it was the equivalent of 4 full cheeses. It had to have been like, what, 2.5
how many
bowls of
soups?
soup?
Yeah, and then I had like 6 of the egg rolls.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Well,
no.
obviously, you got to
And
know your
like-
cheese to soup ratios.
I was drinking a lot, and then I realized, oh my god, I got to
Of
eat
soup.
dinner. Yes, of soup too.
This dude's doing a soup luge at a wedding.
And I've also realized, I think over time, I think I'm lactose intolerant. So as all this stuff kind of was
That's
coming
what you should
together
have led
here,
with. Yeah.
like my ass was a fire hydrant on Sunday. Like genuinely, I don't know how else I would describe it. The good part was it felt like I got back on track in terms of the fasting. But
Sure.
you know, there hasn't been a lot of solid movements since, and it's Thursday right now.
Painting the walls.
And I didn't want to shit at the venue out of respect. So you know,
Respect for who?
Puff.
He didn't own it.
But they were renting it for the night.
Imagine Puff just stops the reception, grabs the DJ's mic after coming back to the bathroom smelling like shit. Who disrespects me tonight? Who? There's a shit in the toilet. I want to know who disrespected me like
all
that.
over the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's
all
everywhere.
Walls, it's on my shoes.
It's
Or
on
it's
the
like
mirror.
it's a quiet, slow song. Everyone's dancing, and in the background, you say,
It was a battle. It was a battle. But I'm healing. I do feel like I'm getting stronger.
This is a scary sight.
I knew it was bad when I didn't want to get McDonald's at the end of the night. That is never a good sign for me. So here I am.
T.
Steve?
Lactose intolerant is like a very specific thing. Like I believe Mikey has it, and it's his least favorite thing ever, and he's known for a long time. How old are you? You're 27, I think?
27, yep.
Okay. By 27, you know if you're lactose intolerant. This isn't like so I found out this weekend at Puff's wedding that I can't have cheese. Like that should have been the case the whole time, right?
I think for some people you're born with it. I think for others, the amount of cheese you eat over your years can severely impact your body's ability to handle it. And I think that's where I am.
So you think you have like the cheese diabetes, essentially?
Exactly.
I guess,
Eating yourself. I mean, that, to be fair to T, literally every human
Cheese diabetes?
Cheese
yeah, diet cheesies. Every human. Every human being is very technically.
Imagine the doctor walking back in the room. Yeah, I hate to tell you, you got diet cheesies.
Yeah, you got the cheesies. I don't know.
Like you shouldn't shit
know what you
11
put it
times
on.
in 24 hours.
Diet cheese.
Diet cheesies.
Shouldn't have had all that Gouda back in 08.
That's absolutely something from Chuck E. Cheese's. Like you can order the diet cheeses.
Yeah.
He's
we're
just
all-
thinking about it. Like he could be right. I don't know.
They were
Yeah.
so good,
We're all
though.
technically lactose intolerant. It's just to which level is your intolerance.
It's just how intolerant you get. Yeah, crossing from
Yeah.
tolerant to intolerance got to be a tough realization. If that's a thing, I didn't know that that's like how it works. But when you realize you're in intolerant land, that's got to suck because cheese is great.
Well, I don't know if you've ever talked to a girl. They're all like shoving cheese down their gullets and then like, oh, my tummy hurts. Like, yeah, I fucking bet. You just had a brick of cheddar. Like, yeah, that's not what your stomach's built for, milady.
I'll have one large thing a day. It's like an enormous Starbucks coffee and then like a couple cheeses. It's like, I don't feel great. It's like, I think I have the solution for why you don't feel
tummy hurts.
Yeah.
People
You
have
said
like
a quadruple grande in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm not a puker either, and I feel like you either land
Hell
in one
yeah.
category or another. Like Puff's brother Brian, he's an emotional puker. Like it doesn't matter good or bad what's going on.
What does
like
that mean?
he starts to feel it in his stomach. It could be the greatest day of his life. He's just gonna puke like violently. But I don't have that. I have.
Oh,
the
okay. I
reverse.
thought you meant like he's crying while he's throwing up.
Oh
When
no,
he's
that's
emotionally-
happened too. I've seen him in very sad moments.
So any emotion, puke.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
Interesting.
All right. Is this how you expected
Underdog
the show to
Fantasy
go?
is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. Playing their pick'em game is as simple as selecting higher or lower on player stats, strikeouts, total bases, home runs, and so much more. You can make entries of all baseball, or you can mix and match across your other favorite sports. You can win up to 100 times your money, and it's a ton of fun. Make sure you sign up with the promo code Jared. That's JARED to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a special pick on Underdog. That's Underdog Fantasy promo code Jared. So, all right, that's you feeling better though?
Yeah, slowly but surely.
So like not 100%.
No,
Okay.
I just feel like I need an IV.
So like those like
Because I was
IV
trying
places.
to put something in his fucking veins over there.
Yeah, he really
Constantly.
is. Those IV places, they're expensive, but they'll come to your house and like ask you what your symptoms are, and then they just like cook up a concoction and then throw it in, and then next thing you know, like you feel like $1 million. Like it's not just for hangovers.
And I'm a very dry person overall, so like fluids into the body is a
Not
good
from
thing.
my experience.
Fair
Yeah.
point. What does that mean?
You're a wet damp boy.
I am actually.
Yet he gave you a fair point.
I sweat
before
all the
asking.
time.
Fair point.
What
do
are you talking about?
Boy, what the fuck are you talking about?
See,
No.
part of my maturity on Section 10 night last year, I didn't wear a hat. I know I'm going to sweat, so wear the hat so you can't tell that I'm sweating that much.
I didn't even notice it was T. I thought it was just the fan be like, Steve, what's up? I was like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, oh, T.
Well,
what
I
the
didn't
fuck?
want to
Like, where'd you
bother.
come from?
Everyone's like doing their thing. Jared was pissed I didn't come over to him. I couldn't make
I
it
was.
over to you.
Why? What do you mean?
So I walked in, and then like everyone got excited, like everyone's cheering, doing the thing, and then
All
people
right.
start like coming up.
Fucking King of England.
No, definitely not, Coley.
Call it.
I think T does that like clearly on purpose, so he gets the crowd pumped. Like he waits.
Yeah,
let
this
it
is
fill up
multiple
for an
times now.
hour,
He blames
and
98.5.
I saw it
Mhm.
to red, and the place erupts.
Yeah. He
wants
probably had the day
pop.
off, was just hanging out. Was like, okay, I think I can go.
Yeah. See,
Counterpoint: Jared FaceTiming me while I was in traffic and attempting to get there.
I
Second
did see
point,
that.
I
You can be in
park in
traffic if you
Jared's secret
waited to
base
leave.
every
You
time.
what?
I park in your secret base every time.
Okay.
I don't know why he'd broadcast that.
Yep. You know what? I'll remove that.
Well, I mean, no one knows where it is.
Yeah,
Sure.
that could be anywhere.
Sure, but someone's going to follow this lumbering oaf back there one day.
Him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here's I think how I want to do the show tonight. I want to open it by just getting the series out of the way, because I feel like there's a lot of people that are listening. They're like, that was a fun night. I want to talk about that night. Like, let's get to that night. The middle game, Section 10 night. We can do that, but I feel like we'd also be doing our audience a disservice if we were just like, let's ignore the fact that the playoffs are kind of slipping away right now and then talk about Section 10 night. So I feel like we start doom and gloom, but we land the plane on happy. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
There you go. You're doing a little flight. Did they stop doing that, T? I see them doing
They
like
kind of
the
went back to
fucking-
the movie thing.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Story will hit it, but I feel like he's the only guy consistently on base, so that might
He's,
be part of the
he's
issue.
the only one that
Yeah.
can do it because he's getting on base.
They stopped doing it because they stopped scoring runs and hitting the baseball. That's why they stopped
Yeah.
doing it.
Guy strikes out. He's just like, going back to the dugout. 20
stink,
in, Cora. You got any room in here? I'm out again.
Like today was obviously bad and frustrating. Bayo has like a 6 ERA in September. T just like not
580.
not what we
Oh, not
so
bad.
like a 6. That's not what we needed out of our sweet
Sub
baby
6.
boy. But the game 1, like they just simply didn't score any runs at all. Like I know the big stories I saw right after the game were like Giolito fucking slammed his head off a locker. He was like, I suck ass. I need to be better than that. It's like, brother, you could have thrown you could have had one mistake tonight and this game would have went to extras because your offense is dog water. Like I don't really know what we're supposed to do, or like I feel like I was saying a lot of this last episode. They stink bad.
Well,
It's
that-
not a playoff team.
That's it. Like people wanted to say like Alex Cora cost you in game 1. How could you pull Connolly early at 80 pitches? And listen, Connolly early, I would have had him finish the 6th inning. I disagree with when he was pulled. You didn't lose that game because you gave up 2 runs. You lost that game because the 1 run you got gifted was because Lawrence Butler couldn't field the ball cleanly in center field on Carlos Narvaez's ball in the gap, and that
Yeah, they
let
scored
Rob
no real
Refsnyder
runs
score.
in game 1.
None. And like you look at what the offense has been since Roman Anthony went down. You're 5-8 since then. You're 21st in OPS, 24th in WRC plus, 28th in home runs. You just don't have the long ball, and a big part of that is when the guy who has the second most homers on the team still isn't back, and Wilyer Abreu, who, you know, Will Middlebrooks kind of alluded to this the last couple of days. It's weird that they're hoping he's back for this Tampa Bay series, but he's staying in Boston to work out tomorrow. That doesn't feel like a great sign,
No, he's not
Um,
playing in the Tampa series.
right?
I don't
Like
think we're
He
gonna
may
see
be
him
dead.
again.
He could be
Seriously.
dead.
It's
That
coming
might
up
not
on
be
a
him
month.
in the dugout.
We're talking about.
I did see him the other day.
Okay. Was he moving well?
Yeah, but like
88%.
Yeah, not 90, but 88.
That's a
He
crazy quote.
did live BP for the first time on Monday against Jacob Webb, but they said afterwards, like they called it the good sower. Like he wasn't sitting there like, I'm in pain, but more like his body was feeling it. And that has to worry you, man, if you're expecting him to join.
Sore
Yeah,
is what you said. Okay.
Sawa.
Sorry, I have that. That's one of those words people say.
No, I
pronounce
know.
weirdly.
It just took me. I thought you were like describing Jacob Webb, and I was like,
Ah.
he did a great job.
But for Willier,
Yeah,
it's
I got fucked up on that.
Yeah, I was gonna let it go.
soar.
Sower.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If I say it
Soar.
like SOAR,
I thought like that was like a baseball slang term. Like the dude
Yeah.
that was pitching was like a sower. I was like,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Like he's like,
I wasn't
he's
gonna
like-
say shit because I thought it was one I
Planting
didn't know.
seeds. Yeah.
I thought it was something I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was like, let's let that one go. I don't want anyone to know I don't
Oh,
know
yeah,
sower.
he was just sewing them in there. Yeah.
but that's it. When you talk about the offense and like,
I
it
legitimately
starts-
thought like he's grooving them pitches just so he can get hit.
Yeah,
Like,
swings
he's
them.
not-
Yeah.
The guy's,
not
the
throwing
guy's
him
a
anything
classic
crazy.
sower on the bump.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's just sewing up some good ABs for Willier.
But since Roman Anthony went down, Alex Bregman, 43 WRC plus. I think he had one hit in the series. I get he made some nice contact in the second game. Good for him. Masataka Yoshida, 37 WRC plus. Sadan Raphael at -28. Like you have some guys in this lineup right now that are just genuinely giving you absolutely nothing. And it's sad because there's guys in like Nick Sogard and Nate Eaton that are the guys, Rob Refsnyder, continuing to show up and give you those at bats. But some of these regulars in the lineup that you were expecting to help you, whether it was post Devers or just be one of the most important hitters on the team, it said a lot to me that they moved Trevor Story to the 2-hole. Like that's them getting desperate and trying stuff. And if you said that at the beginning of June, people would have friggin' passed out. But that is where you are with Trevor Story, who's been one of your few consistent hitters over the last 4 months.
We knew that post Roman, it was going to be a different life. And for a quick Stevie stats here, because this perfectly sums up to me exactly how it's felt watching this team when he was on the team and now when he's not on the team. With Roman Anthony this year, the Red Sox are 44-27. That's a 162 game record pace of 162. Without him, 39-43. That's a 162 pace of 77-85. It's kind of what it feels like you're watching. When Anthony was here, it's like, yeah, that's a team that's like a 100-win pace kind of team. Like, that's definitely a division-winning team. That's probably the best team in this AL if you have him, stretched out for the entire season. And without him, it's just, you need, and we talk about it all the time. It's not like we're just repeating ourselves. It's because the issues remain the same. So it's hard to like bring up new points here. They need the big three guys in the rotation to be great, and they just haven't been. So when they're not, and you're going out there and Bayo's given up, 3 runs before he got out, I believe, in the finale, and then the Red Sox score three runs in 9 innings, it's like that's what it's going to take to make up the first inning deficit that one of your top 3 guys, and realistically one of your top 2 guys, the way the season's gone in Bayo, is the hole that he's putting you in. So it kind of feels like, and this is probably a dumb comparison, Jared, you would know this because you're a big Celtics guy, obviously Coley too. It reminds me of the Game 7 Celtics Heat in 2022.
2022,
right?
Yes. Yep.
Where
With,
they're up 13.
Michael Beasley and
Yeah, Beasley played a huge role in that game.
And-
Celtics, Jared, up 13 with 3:30 left.
yep.
And they just kind of took the foot off the gas and they were just kind of coasting. And
then
all of a sudden,
gave it
they
up.
almost
Well,
just
here comes
lost
Heat,
the game
and then
because of Jimmy
Dwayne
Butler
Wade and
with the pass from Dwayne Wade and then the dunk
Yeah.
by Beasley.
Shaq.
But no, it just feels like the Red Sox are in a position, obviously post Roman Anthony, and yeah, Shaq played a big role in that game too.
Yeah.
Where like that lead is just dwindling to the point where it's like, do they have enough left to get over the hump? And I still might be the only person on this show, maybe not, that thinks they're going to make the... Where are we at with make the playoffs? I'm still yes, but it seems like most of y'all might be no.
I'm not a no. I think so. Here's what I tweeted after the game today. I said, I'm not full blown panicking, but this might be the first time that I'm at least acknowledging that the postseason might not happen for this Red Sox team. It's crazy to say out loud, but we have to be prepared for that outcome. They've been that bad without Roman Anthony. How bad, Steve? Well, they're 5-8 without Roman Anthony. And they're hitting 244 with a
Better than I thought.
377 slug without Roman Anthony. That's a 679 OPS, 20th in baseball without Roman. So, I've seen people be like, when are you going to call for Cora? It's another September. Like, it's not Cora's fault that Roman Anthony's hurt. It's not Cora's fault that Willier Abreu's recovery has taken far longer than any of us would have guessed. They can't fucking hit. And ultimately, I'm going to probably, steal a take from Coley that maybe he's sitting on right now. But you can't tell me that with the offense going as badly as it is, with the record being what it is without Roman, that you can't find a spot for Christian Campbell. You can't tell me that Christian Campbell's bat couldn't help whatever the fuck this is that's happening or been happening since Roman hasn't been here. Some of these fucking lineups, man. It's like
Brutal.
You've got Connor Wong hitting 6 today. Massa hitting cleanup. Cleaning up what? What are you cleaning? You should be cleaning out your locker. You're not a fucking major league DH.
But
like
Cora wasn't even interested in fielding a Christian Campbell conversation. He goes, yeah, some days he hits the ball hard, some days he doesn't. That's just kind of what it is.
But
So
no
he
one
hates
on the current. I wasn't even going to bring up Campbell. I was going to bring up Devers. But
to me is what it is.
You don't have anyone on the team hitting the ball hard. That's where that excuse stinks. At least he's hitting the fucking ball.
Yeah, to me, I think the only person like I really get into that, and I'm like, oh, definitely I'd give him playing time, is over Yoshida. And they're just not going to do that based on what Yoshida has money-wise.
Sure, but we've also been like fucking around in right field where it's just like, I think he'd be better than what we've seen out
Nate
there.
Eaton has a 133 WRC plus. If
I'm
you look
talking
at
defensively. I'm not saying get Nate Eaton out, but you could play Nate Eaton at second. Like David Hamilton hit a home run today, great. But like you could play Eaton at second very easily.
yeah, like I think you could feature him there. It doesn't feel like David Hamilton's been playing a ton overall to me.
No, it hasn't.
But, you know, it's a lot of Romy over there. And you've been getting Nathaniel Lowe trying to get him going again, who just hasn't been when he has been the first couple weeks.
That's what I mean. I can't care about that, especially with Romy being banged up. And that's where it's like, as much as people want to kill Cora, like at what point are people going to be a little bit realistic about the laundry list of injuries that have hit this team? Like I don't like to talk about it because every team gets injuries, but it's been pretty fucking ridiculous. People don't even remember Casas as a human being. Like that was the early.
Well, because
like,
everyone wants to act like he sucks at
technically,
baseball and was never good.
Well,
how
Casas
Crawford
was so bad that when he got hurt,
29
no one was
games.
like,
no doubt, but it's also like
That's a month.
the part of the reason
Exactly.
the season exploded was because we didn't have any first baseman or anyone willing to play first. So even if he stunk, he just would have been there. It wouldn't have been a talking point. It just would have been like, man, this guy stinks. And then he probably would have figured it the fuck out, like Story did. Like a lot of guys who were hurt last year finally got their shit together. But yeah, I don't understand it. I had a lot of people come out to me last night and be like, keep talking about the Rafi thing. It's like, I'm not doing it for any other reason than it feels super fucking poignant that people were doing victory laps for months about this guy being gone. And now it's crickets. And it's what else do we need? Like the offense stinks. He's one of the best offensive players in the sport. Yeah, that would have helped tremendously. If they had just cut him, we would have more wins because Jordan Hicks wouldn't have been here. Like I don't know what's going on. Like it was such a bad move.
if you cut him, then you would have still had to pay him. Like that's the win that they're
paying
about.
Jordan Hicks, so they're still kind of paying him.
They're not paying him
Less.
$300 million.
They're paying him half for the next 2 years, and this year as well.
Half
so
of
3
$300
years
million?
and half. No, of 25 AAV.
It's not the same thing though. It's not the same thing.
Per year, they're
Rafi.
paying him half for the next 3 years. That's why the Giants traded him to us.
It's just that a lot of people wanted to start a narrative that Rafael Devers was the reason why the Red Sox were where they were. It just never was the actual case. Craig
Where
Brazil-
were they, T?
Huh? What'd you
They're
say?
on a 5-game winning streak.
They were on a 5-game winning streak. Then they dropped 6 after. And you saw they were trying to get Roman Anthony to the point, where he could take over the Rafael Devers role. And credit to him. He was able to show up and do that for a long time before he got hurt. But the reason why you were able to make the strides you were not only were you an underperforming team, but from June 8th, when that 6-game winning streak that Devers was there for 5 games, he was a part of. For the next 2.5 months, you had the best ERA in the sport. That's what it was. Right. And Roman Anthony was Rafael Devers as a hitter, if not better, from July on. That's the reason why this team turned around and had that magnificent run. People who wanted to act like the power of friendship saved the Boston Red Sox. That was just never the case. It was lazy narrative shit that started on sports radio and pushed to other places where people just didn't want to hold the Red Sox
Who could have
accountable.
done this?
No, people didn't want to hold the front office accountable. It was a lot of this shit. People want to say, oh, well, I get it. I get why the Red Sox had to trade Rafael Devers. Like, now you see what the reason was. No, the worst thing you have on Devers is that he wore headphones in the clubhouse. That tells you all you need to know out of a city that has slandered every major person that's
I've
left
literally
here.
Heard this exact take on 98.5 The Sports.
Yes, but
from Tyler.
But that's what it is, and like people want to act like it's not there. Even going beyond that, like Christian Campbell, the last month he's been a league average hitter at AAA. He has a 750 OPS. Like, if you're looking for help here, I'm not sitting here and hoping, to play Titanic and try some different things when really some of these bench guys are the ones who are showing up over the guys who are in the lineup on a daily basis. That's more my problem. And that's why I'm looking at Alex Bregman, because at the end of the day, if we're going to talk about Alex Bregman as this clubhouse leader and this guy, he needs to be better. He needs to be better. This is not good enough. It's not good enough at all. Honestly, and Jeff Passan said a catastrophic slump. That's what could change his market. We are here. We are here right now. We are standing here right now.
When he wrote that, they were there. He was bad for the 2 weeks leading up to that. Yeah. It was crazy that people were like, oh, what if that happened? Like, it happened. It was already happening.
Yeah, I think catastrophic slump would imply that it just keeps going the rest of the season. And at this point, that is what's happening. That was, to your point, that was the next thing I was going to say. It's when you make the Rafael Devers trade, I don't think in the last month of the season you thought Alex Bregman was going to hit 151 with 4 extra. Last month, it's 151, 4 extra base hits, a 438 OPS, 1 home run, which was gone, if I'm not mistaken, only at Fenway Park, 7 RBIs total. It's brutal. Obviously, a friend of the program. We love Breggy. We want him to get going at this point of the season. But you don't even expect anything when he steps up to the plate. I didn't think at any point of this season we'd get to that point where it's like, oh, Breggy's like, you're just trying to get to Bregman in the lineup for a good chunk of the year. Obviously, he was hurt for a little bit. Now when he comes up, it's like he's not even getting deep in counts. It's a lot of at-bats that just end in a couple of pitches and then right back to the dugout. It's like, and I get like the Raffy stuff's valid. I'm never going to deny any of that. It's just I can't think they expected Alex Bregman to be slumping this bad.
They didn't expect Roman Anthony to be that guy. That's it.
No,
and you didn't expect Roman Anthony to carry your offense.
For the other end.
Jared.
T, where do you think the Red Sox rank in team OPS at the first base position since Tristan Casas went down? So this is everyone who's filled in for Casas since he went down.
Oof.
Where do they rank in OPS?
I bet it's like 20.
I'm sure it's like 8.
Maybe higher.
10.
19?
Oh, 19.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
709. Where do you think they rank in OPS?
DH.
At DH
25th?
Since Rafael Devers was traded.
25th?
Coley?
Like 30th. I don't really know how it could get worse.
It's got to be bad. It's got to be bad.
17th.
Okay.
734.
I will follow up with stats.
Hold on. Shut the fuck up. They have been worse. They have been worse at first base since Casas went down than they have been at DH since Rafael Devers was traded. Marginally, but that's true.
That's weird because Romy's been mostly playing first this year, so that is kind of surprising.
I feel like since Lowe got here, we have seen a lot of Romy at second base.
Sure, but that happened super recently.
Yeah, it's the last couple weeks more so. I will.
And he missed time because he had a fucking kid, so it was like.
Yeah, Red Sox stats had it earlier. They're 25th at DH since the All-Star break.
Who had it?
Red Sox stats. The return of Red Sox.
Where?
Stats. On Twitter. He's been on Twitter for about a month now.
I don't think that's him. I think that's someone else.
This isn't him?
There's no
I don't
way.
think so.
I think
all his
after
old
the Devers
graphics.
tweet, he hasn't been on there.
No, he completely deactivated and came back. He's using all his old graphics and everything.
Really?
Yeah. No, this is the stats account.
The fuck?
Yeah. He's been back for about a month, I'd say.
He doesn't follow me?
No, he didn't follow any of us. I don't think so.
I think when he reactivated his account, he lost all his followers. He has the handle.
Fuck.
That's why I don't think it's him. I think it's a whole. It's the same
Someone
handle.
just took it over.
If someone took it over, they're using the exact same graphics he used forever.
Yeah.
What a weird move, but if that's what he actually did,
The tweets are like identical to how he used to tweet too.
Yeah, this looks like stats, but that's odd.
I'm pretty sure it matches his Blue Sky profile too.
Man,
Whatever.
I'll tell you right now.
That's my ex right there. Red Sox stats.
Yep, he has the exact same stuff on his Blue Sky page.
Damn.
That's wild.
What a weird move to deactivate. That's odd.
I don't know. Whatever. All I know is I haven't followed him because I don't want him to block me. So I'm happy just to see it on my For You page and exist.
Well, he's going to hear this and block you. I don't know why.
Yeah, you're now.
If he hates me that much, I don't know what to say. I've never done anything to him.
Damn. Thought we had a good thing going, stats. It's unfortunate.
I don't think it's personal. I wouldn't take it that way.
No, I know. I guess I'm more just surprised that, like, what was the point of all that? This kind of seems like a massive waste of time.
I guess he'd say, look at the team right now. I guess that's what he would tell you.
But to lose all your followers for what? Like the amount of time that stats put into that? That's
People were being like very annoying. Like he was right about that. People were being like unbelievably obnoxious. Like Devers was always bad. And he was just like, what? Like, what are we talking about here?
No, yeah, there were some all-time.
That's what pisses me off. When the Devers trade happened, like we did the show, everyone was rightfully furious. And then within the next 48 hours, everyone decided to be the smartest fucking guy in the room and be like, oh, he was actually always the worst human being. It's like him and Hitler, 1A and 1B.
It's
and
exactly
it's like, what the
what
fuck
happened.
are people talking about? What bothers me the most about it is like, if they wanted to trade him, which they obviously fucking did because of the contract, fine, do it in the offseason. The amount of people I hear talk about the $250 million left on it when there are no free agent bats available over the next 3 years. None. That is not it's an inconsequential amount of money. You could have moved him very easily in the offseason without having to eat any money. People would have been thrilled to have him. Once that team had Roman, Bregman, Devers, 1, 2, 3, that team would have went on quite a run. Not just 10 games and then fizzle once the All-Star break happened. They would have been the best lineup in the American League, like comfortably. They didn't even fucking try it. That's what kills me. Like, you think all the problems would have still existed when they were on a huge winning streak? Fuck no. Of course not. Romy would have kept hitting. He would have just stepped up as the first baseman. It would have died because you would have been winning all the time. It was a complete non-issue. It was always a non-issue.
And you go beyond it. Vlad Guerrero got $500 million. Him and Rafael Devers have the same OPS plus this season. It's the exact same OPS plus. So like you want to sit here and talk contracts, and one's making significantly less on his long-term contract than the other.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to talk about Rafi anymore. I really can't.
I get it, but when the offense looks like this, it's like, yeah, Roman got hurt. He was always going to be a rookie that was 21 years old. Like he could have easily just had a bad September if he didn't swing and miss and hurt himself.
And if they thought he was going to be this
still
bad,
would have proven value and been able to be a guy that could take walks and get on base. Like, and honestly, the problem hasn't even really been getting on base. Like for some of these games, like the last weekend against the Yankees, some of these games against the Yankees, it's like they're getting double digit hits. They're just not, they're fucking, what was it? 3 for 16 with runners in scoring position.
They had
at
a
one
3
point
for
last
31 stretch going back from that last game when they were in Sacramento through the first 2 games in New York.
Every night it stinks. The RISP stinks every single night.
Yeah, the way I would describe it, if you look at productive out percentage, the Red Sox are tied for last in all of baseball with the A's right now. That's what it is. You're horrendous with runners in scoring position. You don't have guys who come through with the big hit, and you have no one hitting. No, it's not only that though. You're 28th in home runs because you don't have any fucking power going on. You don't have anyone hitting the ball out of the ballpark.
Yeah, you need big swings.
But if you can't if you can't knock guys in who are in scoring position, guess what is a way around that? Hit some 2-run homers with the guy at first base. Hit the ball out of the ballpark. You don't need to string 3 or 4 hits together. They are unable to do that.
A lot of that, T. Willie or Abreu would do a lot of that.
He would be a huge help. He would be a huge help. That is for sure.
What was the last multi-run home run? The last 4 I can conjure up have all been solo shots. Stories today was a solo shot. Hamilton's was a solo shot. Ref Snyder's yesterday was a solo shot. Yeah, Bregman's was a solo shot.
Ref Snyder, I think, was solo.
Ref Snyder's solo.
Yeah, it was.
It's a lot of solos. Well, it's just guys aren't on base.
I mean.
Like, it's not, like runners in scoring position is obviously an issue, but like getting guys on base. I mean, no, they have, but it's just like I feel like
the nuts for the early start. I know Ref Snyder's was a 3-run shot. Yeah, because Romy led off, so that was obvious.
Yeah, Rob's was a 3-run bomb in Sacramento. Yeah. Is that the last multi-run homer? Jeez,
there wasn't one in. Oh yeah, because Arizona would have been before that, right? Yeah,
they had like 1,000 warning track shots in Arizona, but yeah, they couldn't really hit any.
The Red Sox have been a tough watch for like the last 3 weeks.
Brutal.
It's
this month.
Watch.
It's September. It was a tough watch. Even the game Roman started, the last one he played, like Crochet had 6 runs in an inning. Like that wasn't a fun watch.
Yeah. That happened after he got hurt. Though. Before that, they were cruising. No, they were absolutely cruising until that point.
I don't think Crochet's out on the mound. Like I don't know how to throw a baseball anymore because Roman left the game early. I just. That game was a rough watch as a whole.
It did just all kind of happen at once where it was like, he's out. We don't really know why. Like, obviously, to your point, anything could have happened there. But as the viewer, it was like Roman's dead and now Crochet forgot what to do. So that was those happening back to, because those first 3 innings, when you get hurt in the third or the fourth, like they were dominating that game. It was a bloodbath. That's we make the joke, Crochet with a big lead, and that was that to the nth degree.
It's been a rough month. No getting around it.
Yeah, I gotta just like kind of like set the scene for everybody, because I feel like we were at 98.3 is where we might have peaked in terms
The
of
fucking sports.
Yeah, I was like, what station is that?
I think it was like 98.3% chance to make the playoffs
Fucking
at one
country
point.
station.
Yeah, like
And now it's what, like 80ish?
It's 83, T?
It's actually a little bit lower. It's now 82.7.
Okay.
Yeah. So like the Guardians are basically at 25%.
Dude, Guardians
So-
are at 25.9%. At the start of the month, they were at 2.9%. So that's been the difference. I mean, they've won 12 of 13. Like my logic, and I always kind of lean homer. I understand that. Like, go Sox, woohoo. But they still have to keep this going for the next 10 days. They have a doubleheader on Saturday. They basically got to close the season winning like, what would it be? Like 17, 18 of their last like 22 games. Like that's very difficult. Understandable, teams have done that before. And there's something to be said about seeing that finish line and you're riding it and all of a sudden you get in the playoffs and you get over the hump. But they still have to keep playing ball like this, especially with the Rangers falling off. They've lost 4 in a row. So it's really the Guardians that you're, the only team you're worried about in terms of making the playoffs.
And you have the tiebreaker, which is a big deal as well. You need to get past in order. It's not one of those things. If you tie, you're still winning. You're getting into the playoffs.
Here's what kind of sucks, though, if we're just doing the numbers game. The Red Sox essentially only have to go like 5-4. In my eyes, I think they only have to go like 5-4 to make the playoffs. But with this current team, that is kind of asking a decent amount for them to go 5-4.
You look at the Guardians, though. They just swept the Tigers. Like, that team just handled business. So don't act like the Tigers are some impossible team. And at that point, they should be resting even heavier than... at this point, they're still playing their games out. They're doing their thing.
we can't count on them resting at this
I don't think
point.
they're going to rest. They're probably going to be going for a bye next weekend because they're not getting that one
their
seed. I think the
playoff
Jays...
life.
Well, then they're going to get a bye one way or the other.
Crazy.
They're
Yeah,
3.5 up on the Guardians, and they just got swept by them, and they have another series against them. There's no world unless they re-sweep them.
Yeah, unless you re-sweep, it's going to be close.
They'd have to win the last 3. But the way they're playing, that honestly could happen. That wouldn't be stunning. But if the Sox go 5-4, the Guardians would have to go 8-2 to close to pass the Red Sox, which I'm sure a lot of people listening are like, well, they can clearly do that because they've won 12 of 13. And I get that. But that's winning, 20 of... like 23 or whatever the hell it is. Like that's a crazy stretch. So the thing that sucks is that I don't fully believe the Red Sox are going to go or can go 5-4 the way they're playing right now. Because that in other situations, that's not asking a lot. That 2021 team that Cora referenced, even though they're completely different situations, but that team could have gone 5-4 and I would have fully believed it. But can this club do that with 9 left and,
they were up
6 on the road?
2.5 in 2021. With 9 games left. And
But
then
it was
they actually
that- so it
lost
was that
it.
Orioles
and they
series
lost
that
it
they
and pulled
lost.
themselves back
I was going
up.
to say, yeah.
Yeah, they lost in Baltimore, and I remember they had like the dress up day.
Yes.
Going to DC, and I'm like, this is not the
got
time.
smoked. He wasn't able to get the job done. I remember watching that Chris Sale start, and I was so angry.
I was like, this is not the time to be Dora the Explorer. Like this season's, fading, and maybe that helped him. Maybe it loosened the vibes a little bit, but. Yeah, it's basically the way it works out. Sox go 6-3. Guardians have to go 9-1. I don't think people listening would think the Sox are going to go 6-3, and I agree with you. If they go 4-5, Guardians have to go 7-3. So it's basically Red Sox and Guardians that we're watching now until the end. It just kind of sucks that for the longest time this was Red Sox, Yankees. Where is it going to be? And I think we were fine to think that way, and it wasn't like jumping ahead or anything. It just looked like the most probable outcome was Red Sox, Yankees. I'd be pretty surprised if that happens at this rate, but. I guess it still could.
I agree. Which sucks because, like, I don't know. I think that's what I remember 2021 and that wild card game looming. And for a while, like the month of September, I remember being like, I remember talking to Aaron Boone being like, it's going to come down to us, right? That's like where we're headed with this. And it played out that way. And for this run in 2025, it kind of felt the same. It felt very similar, especially the way that the Red Sox played against the Yankees this year. It was like they just fucking wiped their ass with them, except for the last series that they played against each other, where
Which was like 21.
Very similar to 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, where
there was a
Stanton
stat
hit
about
that
Sox
fucking
against the
Stanton
Yankees in
Darwin's and
September the
Hernandez.
last like 5 years. I don't think they've won any of those series. I saw that somewhere where since
Steve,
COVID,
you're right.
Right?
Yes,
They've
it was
lost
an incredible
every
stat.
September series against the Yankees the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
I'm like, it actually feels like that, honestly.
Yeah, we've stunk most of those years, so it tracks.
It was like the last 10
September, they
series
just
they've
normally
lost or
suck.
something like that.
Yeah.
The sucky September Sox.
Is anyone sitting here right now saying that they're not going to get in? Like, does anyone believe that they won't?
It's
I'm
not
not
that. It's
there.
more like I'd prefer they didn't, because it like what's the point? I keep seeing a lot of like, it's baseball.
That's a bad take.
Yeah, I
I
think
said it
there's-
last show.
I think
Like,
there's value. in
don't
I know
know.
it was bad then too.
But I don't like. What's the point? Truly, it's baseball. Anyone can win. Maybe, but not really.
No,
like this team,
no.
bad. They just lost 2 out of 3 to the A's.
I
The
want to
whole
see a
point-
young
A's aren't
team.
terrible.
No
They
one
are.
on this fucking team has played playoff baseball. Like, I want
That's
all
not
these
playoff
guys,
baseball.
huh?
That is.
Getting
How
your
is that
teeth
not?
kicked in for 2 days is absolute no
But
value.
that's an
Making it
assumption
to
that
the
they
wild
get their
card
teeth
round.
kicked
I
in.
disagree. I
They just got their
disagree.
teeth kicked in by the A's.
I
That doesn't
disagree
mean they're
because
definitely going to lose a wild card series. Like these are all different.
They're for sure going to lose.
you
wild
have
cards.
the
Like,
pitching
they're
to be
a
able
bad
to win
team.
2 consecutive games or 2 out of 3.
You
Like,
have
you
the
do.
pitching to be in 2 games.
To think they can't win a playoff game, I think is kind of nuts. Like they
I
can
think
win.
they can't win a playoff series. And I was talking about people last night. Like most of these series have not gone 3 games for anyone.
No,
not the
the
Red
vast
Sox. Like,
majority
they
do go
typically, whoever wins game 1, it's over. And it's like, all right, so if Crochet loses, we took a flight to Seattle. That's it. We're Houston.
Okay,
We're
but
out
what
of
if
the
he
fuck.
anything-
wins? Then what?
Yeah, if anything, this team would balance that out where he would win game
Sure,
1,
I
they'd lose
just-
game
who's
2,
gonna
and I'll take
score
my chances in
runs
game 3.
Someone's going to score runs off Logan Gilbert or George Kirby right now? Is that how we feel?
It takes
Christian
someone just
Javier?
running into a home
I don't
run
even
or
think
something
that.
like
I
that.
don't
That's
even
the big
think that-
swing
In a
thing we
playoff
talked
The
game, anything
Mariners
can
are not
happen.
even guaranteed to be a wild card team. They could win. The
No, I
division.
understand. That's why I said Houston too. Like I don't like. We just
It could be-
lost to them pretty badly, so I don't.
It could be
I don't know.
Detroit at this rate, which is kind of crazy. That could be the 6-3 Red Sox at Detroit. So who knows? There's almost too many options for us to hypothesize on who it's going to
For
be,
sure.
but I just
It's-
can't. I can't get to
It's
the point
a
where I'm like, they
best
can't
of
win a
fucking
playoff
3.
series.
Like, if you want
I
to
get
sit there
it.
and tell me they can't win a fucking best of 7 or they can't win a best of 5, sure. But they with their pitching, they can absolutely win a wild card series. And I say that knowing that they can't hit for fucking shit. But again, look at the Yankee series. Look at this last A series. They've got runners galore. It's like that. It's not that they can't hit; they just can't get the big hit. That's really all it is. There's a big difference between we
Big
can't
swing,
hit
Jared.
and we can't hit with runners in scoring position. Yeah, we need a big swing, Steve.
Mhm.
Well, yeah,
I'm definitely
I just
not
don't-
like pumping up the offense. Like you're 21st
I'm not
in
pumping
OPS.
up
No,
the offense. I'm
no
just
one's
saying
doing
that
that.
it's being
No one's doing
miscategorized.
No, but just in general, you're 21st in OPS and 24th in WRC plus, and you're 28th in home runs. Like overall, the offense is disappointing to me.
I'm not
also-
saying
I
it's
think,
not
I think with runners in
disappointing.
scoring position, you're brutal. I think the offense in general is not good.
We're also
course.
assuming we have a second guy, which we currently don't for a pitcher.
What do you mean?
Like
You're
Giolito.
saying how they're going right now. Yeah,
Again,
Giolito and
Giolito's
Bayo
last
look rough.
start was him going to a locker being like,
it's
going
gonna
to
be Bayo game 2. It'll be Bayo game 2.
I love Brian Bayo. I think I've always called him a riser, but I can't ignore this last month right now.
But we knew this at the deadline. We knew they needed a top of the rotation arm. So we understand what the limitations are. And it's like, you're going to ride it as far as you can go. The reality was, though, if you weren't going to get the starting pitching you got in June, July, and August, this team was going to have significant problems. The problem is the offense has regressed even beyond because of injuries.
That's
And
what I'm saying.
Bregman
Like, if
giving
you
you
go-
nothing.
Right now, the presumption on winning a single playoff game is the pitching keeps the score low and you win a game 3-1, 3-2. That's a lot to assume. That
It
I
is.
just don't really see
a
happening.
no. It's a big ask for this current team and how those 2 and 3 starters have been going. I don't disagree with that. And Coley, we
Because, by
mentioned
the
this
way-
last week. Like I don't disagree that like a wild card series loss is improbable. Like it would be probably the most probable thing right now. If Fangraphs was to give you how does their season end, they'll say like in Seattle, in whatever 2 weeks from right now, or a little less than that. Like that's likely to happen. This team getting the ALCS, I'm not going there. I wouldn't say. I think they can get to the DS, and who the hell knows after that. But it's likely going to come down to that Toronto series in terms of what this positioning is going to be, and then how we feel about the team. Because if I'm not mistaken, T, I feel like you would know this. I think it's Giolito, Bayo, Crochet for Toronto. I think that's how it's set up, which is good and bad because
Giolito's set to pitch the season finale if need be.
Okay. But then Friday, Saturday, what would you have? Harrison early again? Is that what that would be for the Tigers?
Probably what it would be, yeah.
No, it gave the thumbs up. I'm not going thumbs up for that.
But you talk about the Red Sox bullpen, right? Like, that's it. When you have one of the best bullpens in the entire sport, you can work some things that a lot of teams can't. And if you can let that bullpen loose early or in the middle of games, that is an advantage that a lot of other clubs don't have. Let Garrett Whitlock. Justin Slayton, I think, is one of the biggest positives of the series. What he looked like in his 2 outings, you get that version of Justin Slayton and Garrett Whitlock, you can combine for hopefully 9 outs between those two. All right, like if it's Crochet game 1 and you have that in game 2, all right, you take your shot in a 3-game series, but there's value to me in terms of getting to that level, in terms of finding a way to make the playoffs with the way the last, let's call it 10 days of the season are going to go. If this young team, even Alex Cora said it, Chris Murphy, Zach Kelly, Nick Sogard, Carlos Narvaez, that moment in game 2 of them finding a way to win in a very ugly way. I think there's lessons in that. I do think there's value in that. Now, I can understand if you're going to sit there and say, well, John Henry's going to say you made the playoffs and that means you're not going to spend money elsewhere. Maybe that is the way he approaches it.
I don't think if they get their doors blown off, that's going to be anyone's
or maybe
takeaway.
you just sit there and say, look, you went over the luxury tax and guess what? You made the playoffs for the first time since 2021. Seems like there's a correlation there as well, right? So I think you can argue it one way or the other, but there's value even if you get your doors blown off in 2 days. See what it's like to play in that environment. See what it's like to have your back against the wall. And if you fail horrendously, great. You can learn from that. There's something to gain from that.
I completely agree, T, but I got to talk about Blue Moon real quick. Blue Moon was born in a ballpark 30 years ago at the Sandlot Brewery in Denver, Colorado. No baseball date is complete without Blue Moon Belgian White. Blue Moon's bold flavor, bright explosion of color, and iconic orange slice ritual guarantees a one-of-a-kind beer drinking experience year-round. And for those occasions when you want a lighter option, reach for Blue Moon Light at only 95 calories and 3.6 grams of carbs per 12-ounce serving. It's a refreshingly light alternative beer brewed with real tangerine peel. Looking for a real great-tasting non-alcoholic beer? Try Blue Moon Non-Alcoholic, still made with real Valencia orange peel and coriander, and just 80 calories. T, how many Blue Moons did you have on Section 10 night at Fenway Park, huh?
I had 6, but I tipped 3 of them.
You what?
So I would put it down when I took a picture because I don't know if some people want alcohol in their pictures. And there was a couple kids who came up and I felt bad having a drink in my hand while standing next to them. I'd put it down and I do this thing when I stand where I go from one foot to the other. And sometimes
walking.
No, I do it in place.
Okay.
Like when I'm standing, I'm going.
You can't stand still.
I moved that left foot, then I moved that right foot, and then I just keep doing that for a
It's
I
long
do
time.
this thing where I put my left foot in front of my right foot and I kind of just alternate back and forth until I
People
move.
will tell you if you notice when if we're like sitting and looking at each other, like I'm moving still. It's a weird thing. But yes, I had 6 total. I'll count it as.
Okay. Inspired by the beer you already love and available year-round, a wheat beer from Blue Moon with exceptional taste, only 95 calories. Brightly brewed with real tangerine peel, tastes light and refreshing. Nothing compares to the great taste of a Blue Moon Light. Blue Moon made brighter. Get Blue Moon Light delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared for delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared. Blue Moon made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Suck one.
I also it's a pro. We've talked about the offense. We've talked about the pitching. If a ground ball gets hit to the left side of the infield, that's a run. That's a run and an error these days. Bregman's just not going to get to it, and Story's going to throw it and like Volpe. So it's like the defense is going to stink. The offense is going to stink. A pop fly to right field, that's fallen. Doesn't matter who's playing second. Doesn't matter who's playing right. That's fallen in. Like I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, but it's like the last time we're talking about a 3-game series for the playoffs. The last 3-game series they won was in Sacramento. Before that, what was it? Was Roman still playing when it happened?
It was the Guardians. Yeah, he was playing at the start of that series.
Yeah, that's a long fucking time ago. They keep losing 2 out of 3. So why would I expect them to go win 2 out of 3 against a better team?
I'm not expecting any of it. I'm not expecting it, but I think there's value in it.
I think, expecting it versus it can happen are different discussions. I think that's kind of where we're at, where it's like they are likely to lose that series if they go, and if they keep playing like this. Obviously the playoffs are still not guaranteed, but I just can't get to a point where I'm like they have no shot in a playoff series. The errors thing though, Coley, I feel like there's been so many highs and lows to this season and so many like storylines and drama and all this shit going on, and I'd say distractions, good and bad, that the defense hasn't been discussed enough. How bad their defense has been, I feel like has fallen on the back burner, and we've just gotten used to this defense sucking and being one of the worst in
Awful.
baseball. This is the third straight season they lead the AL in errors. That's pathetic. And I don't get on AC a lot, and I know a lot of people always want us to, but it does kill me when it's always the same answer too of like, hey, we just got to be better. It's like, I need more than we got to be better, because they're just not better. Every year, if anything, they get worse defensively. And it's when you have guys in the field now that you trust. Like if you had told us they had the most errors in baseball at the start of the year, we probably would have assumed Story was going to get hurt again. It's
Correct.
like, okay, well, who's at short? Like, who's filling in that's not their primary position? Story of all people, it's hard for me to get on him because how big a season he's had. But
I think that's why people aren't talking about it. That's exactly why. He hasn't been a good defender this year. And Chi's been talking about it all year with his savant numbers. Like his range has been shit. His arm has been better because it was so bad when he first got here that it finally built up to a point. But I think that's why it's gone under discussed. It's like, well, Bregman's obviously better than Devers and Story's healthy. So I think that's exactly why people haven't been talking about it.
I think
in terms of trust scale, though, with Story, I still have mostly trusted him at short this year. Understandable, the analytics don't look great, but eye test, I feel like he's past it. Having him be the reason why, and he's not the only reason they lose 5-3.
No, he's not the reason, but he hasn't.
But
helped.
still, it's like when those two errors are so exactly the difference in the score. Like those are the two runs. That's the difference in 5-3, if my math is correct. That's when it makes you look at it and go, okay, this is, and it doesn't, I'm not just talking Story, I'm talking collectively as a team.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking pain in the ass when you need to already go uphill and climb the mountain with the lack of resources you have. You can't also make these little league errors in the field at the same time and expect to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I
one
think
of them
for
was just like a bad throw. Like it wasn't
both.
like
He
a,
took a while too. He did like the glove tap. I'm like, throw the ball. Like, what are we?
They were
what
like,
are we doing
Alex
here?
Bregman screened him. I'm like, Bregman is like way past him. Like Trevor Story can clearly see first base. Like, I'm sorry, Alex
The
Bregman
first
ain't
one
that
wasn't
tall.
a routine play. I don't know. But still, he should
But
make
hey,
that.
but
play.
hey, guess what? Don't throw the ball
Hey.
away. It's okay if you don't get the guy. Don't throw the ball away. That's when you
Yeah,
have
you
a
gotta
Sure,
keep
yeah, eat it.
to first.
Eat it.
Yeah.
I think for Story, it's been up and down. I thought the first 2 months of the year, the eye test was not very good. It felt like June, July, August, he settled back in. The range wasn't what it was, but he was kind of in Xander Bogaerts mode, I'd call it, where like if it was hit to him, you were going to get the out. He was not going to always make the most ridiculous rangy plays unless it was kind of doing the Jeter jump throw. But I think you go beyond that. It's like Romy Gonzalez isn't a very good defender. Nathaniel Lowe at this point in time isn't a very good defender. Jaron Duran, 23rd percentile, outs above average. Alice Cora called him one of the best defensive left fielders in the sport a week ago. I was like, be for fucking real, man. What are we talking about, dude? He blows in left field.
Also, T, sticking on that real quick, like there are a lot of balls to Jaron. He'll make the catch, but I'm like, damn, that looked a lot harder
the jump,
than it.
every time he jumps in front of the monster.
He comes in. He
doesn't read the ball well off the bat. He said it. He said it a million times.
Yeah, and when we talked to him, he said the angles were different, and like for sure. But it's at a certain point, you would think there would be an adjustment. Like it's been all year, pal.
Yeah.
I do think there's.
He was our opening day left fielder last year. Like that's what he was supposed to be.
I am surprised that it looks worse this year with Jaron out there, and understandable. And to that point, the stuff he told us, like left field at Fenway is a fucking bitch to play. It's not like can't wait to play the monster, and then there's these huge winds that send the ball back, even though it was going to go foul by a mile. I get that, but it's a lot of the routine stuff where he's under it, and I'm just like feeling unsure on the couch because he doesn't look like he's going to make the play. So that's the stuff that I think it might be a little mental with him that he doesn't want to make like a catastrophic error, but it's been bad. 23rd percentile actually is accurate from what we've watched.
And it's also, I think, when you take Willie Abreu out for a month, like he is one of the best, if not the best, defensive right fielder in the sport. I do believe he's part of that conversation, a Gold Glove winner. Having just whether it's Rob Refsnyder out there at certain points or whoever, Nate Eaton, it's just Nick Sogard's gotten time in right field. It's not the same. And I think it alters a lot of things. So, yeah, it's not great. And then you throw in Carlos Narvaez, who has been amazing at throwing out runners, but we've had the catcher interference thing pop up from time to time, which is kind of the result. If you want the framing, that seemingly comes with it. But yeah, I think the defense, like, I'm not panicking over the defense right now. I think a lot of that stuff gets put under a bigger magnifying glass when your offense is absolutely pathetic. And now your pitchers aren't, pitching at the top of their game like they did for 3 months. It's definitely there.
I panic about things that are like unexpected. Like I don't panic about the defense because I know it's going to stink. Like I don't
there's
expect it
fucking
to be
9
good.
games left. Like what is there? There's no fix. That's my biggest issue. There's not. If there were more season left, I wouldn't be talking like this. If it were mid-August, because I could sell myself, all right, Roman can come back in September. Campbell will get called up at the beginning of September. None of that. Like people were asking me about Campbell all night last night. If he's not called up 2 weeks ago, why would they call him up now? Like that would be a crazy move. Like that's obviously he's not happening.
No.
How many games has Willier played, by the way? Because it's not like this isn't the only time he's missed. He came into, what did he have?
He
heavy
missed
legs?
some other time.
Yeah, but he played. He was ready on opening day. He held his own.
True. He missed spring training.
Yeah,
You're right.
he has played 108 games this year. So they platoon him. So that's part of the number as well there.
Sure.
So he probably would have played, if he was healthy right now, he'd be on pace for 130 games like last year.
Higher, lower, 108.5 games for Willier Abreu this year.
Higher. I think we're going to get him the last 6 games. I'm not super confident.
I'm going lower.
Probably Toronto.
I'm not sold on that. The fact that he did not travel with the team is such a bad sign because, they were telling us that he was going to be back for the A series. Now he's not even flying with the team for the series after the A series.
They told
That's
us
bad.
he wasn't going on the IL.
It was going to be. he said 2 to 3 days. He's like, I'll be back in 3 days, dude. He must have meant 30 days. I guess it was lost in translation. It's crazy.
And it's like you're getting the Roman updates, and they are depressing. Like when you're like, yeah, he walked on a treadmill for 25 minutes today, and he felt it a little bit, but it went well. It went good. He came to me and told me he's feeling better. It's like, oh, great. That makes me want to fucking die.
They're talking about him like he parked his car on train tracks and got hit by the fucking the local express, and he has to relearn how to do everything.
Like his legs are twitching again. Like we're not talking walking, but there's movement in the toes. Yeah. It's like, oh, that's a great sign. It's like, all right, there's something to be positive about.
We're not seeing him again either.
Lou tweeted it out the other day, and I think people went into panic.
What?
Which is Jared had said it the episode before, where he was like, "Yeah, it doesn't sound good," and people.
What did I tweet?
Ignored that.
You said it on the pod.
You said it on the show.
Oh yeah.
Lou was like, someone was like, "Do you think we'll see Anthony?" And he goes, "I think we see Anthony in February." And then people were just like, "What? What do you mean?" It's like, Core told you you'd see him in the LCS. Like that was the conversation point,
and that was before they know some more stuff. So I don't know. It's. Anything they've said, it's very clear he's not close, right?
No,
there's been nothing that's been positive.
All I heard this past week. Tomorrow's gonna be Friday. That's fucking crazy. So it's already been a week. But a week ago, I heard that he was kind of as sore last weekend as he was when it first happened. So I was like, cool. So it was absolutely zero progress. Good.
I prefer that than there's no way. I don't care how good of a doctor you are. You don't know what 88% looks like. You have no idea.
Fuck no.
The difference between 88% and 90% when they
I'm talking about Roman, not.
No, I know you are. I know you are.
That quote was hilarious.
I'm saying I prefer he's still as hurt versus the Williers stuff where they've been inching him closer and then stopping for undetermined amount of times, and then they different update. I prefer the Roman, just it's never been more over.
No.
Abreu's still second in the team in homers. They only have 2 dudes over 20 homers to that home run point. In 2021, they had 6 guys in 21 with over 20 homers. And
how many do they have at 15 though?
What's up?
How many do they have at 15?
Oh, did they? I think he's been in 2015. I'm like, why is that relevant?
Me too.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, can we talk about 2015 real quick? I'm like, I'd rather
Hanley, Pedroia.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. While we're on that, who hit over? There's one guy in 2015 that hit over 20. It's crazy. You're not going to guess who it was. Yep, David Ortiz. Over 15, there's 5.
Rafael Devers. Rafael Devers had 15 homers on the Red Sox this year. Duran.
So yeah, I guess
Rafaela
6. Yeah,
and
if you
Bregman.
include Rafael Devers.
Narvaez has 14. He's been one of your best hitters since he got a breather.
I thought he had 15.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have a lot of guys who can sometimes hit a home run, but they don't.
But they just normally,
to your point, have the consistent guy, and which is weird. A lot of people don't know this. They did have that guy, and they gave him away for a fish sandwich.
Well, that to me is and I was having this conversation last night with people. It's we've heard from the Sox prospect guys
that's for Harrison.
Yeah. that
Okay,
like
who's
there
the
was
sandwich?
a Marcell Ozuna, Sean Murphy-esque package. And Sean Murphy, I know he's gotten hurt over the last 10 days or so. But like that was the difference. Were you willing to eat money to get pieces like that back? Like that's would you rather have financial flexibility for the future or compete this year? Like that's where you're playing the balancing game. If you're willing to eat some of Devers' money, is Bryce Eldridge here, right? And you have another uber top prospect that you're trying to figure it out with, maybe. Like that's it. It's just you can't frame the Rafael Devers as you were trying to do everything you could to win in 2025. That's just not the case. It's just not what it was. And they may dress it like that. It's not. And that's where a lot of the power of friendship narrative came from, I think.
Well, then all the friends died in the Final Destination. Like,
the other half of it.
I do want to stress, like, they are as beleaguered a team as I've ever seen. Like Meyer out,
Pitching wise,
Campbell's in the minors because he's hurt. Like that's a big part of it. Anthony obviously out. Who the fuck out? Like half the Hodger Dobbins would have been super helpful.
Cutter Crawford. They thought Patrick Sandoval. Tanner Houck, who was your ace a year ago.
People thought Liam Hendricks was going to be this team's closer in spring training.
Cooper Criswell was supposed to
as Hicks was.
Cooper Criswell would have got rotation opportunities over the last month if he didn't get hurt with an elbow.
I mean, we
issue.
thought Liam Hendricks was going to be the closer. So, like, if you want to just count guys that we thought were going to matter, he's
we got an echo in here.
Richard Fitz.
So did you say Hendricks?
You know, yeah.
Damn it!
I said not only did I say Hendricks, I said the closer in spring. I said exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Damn it! Oh, I tuned out for 2 seconds and I repeat what you said.
You
can toss me for that. Yeah, I was just looking at
not
guys.
only that,
it's not.
But
that
like
bad.
we're talking about like Liam Hendricks would have been the closer of this team.
What, people are talking about that.
Yeah, like that was something that like in spring
How
training
no one
everyone
mentioned
was
that
talking
yet?
about.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
You
Shout
know
out to him
name
getting
came-
shut down for the rest of the year. Sorry.
Shout him out. Shout him the fuck out. When we were talking about right-handed relievers, what was that, 2 episodes ago before you cheesed yourself? You know who genuinely probably would have gotten called up if he didn't get hurt?
Who?
Your Donnie Monegro.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a fun one. That crossed my mind the other day too. Yeah, unfortunately, Tommy John. But yeah, he's another name that would have factored in.
Is the password alive? I feel like
Shoulder problem.
They called him up. He didn't do a goddamn thing. Sent him back down. I have not seen his name or a highlight from him ever since.
I think he's hit 1 homer since he went back down technically. But he's dealing with a shoulder issue now. It's not serious, but I believe it kept him out today. Campbell's been dealing with some cramping and stuff going on. But I think Garcia came up and he was completely overmatched, and that was it. It's like, it's awesome that he can play good defense, but there was always big strikeout concerns, and he struggles against righties and against upper velocity. Unfortunately, that's what you see in the big leagues. Like, it's a guy who his profile has a lot of holes that will take time to adjust to the big league level. And I think with Nate Eaton, when you talk about some of these guys, the Nate Eatons, the Nick Sogards, they are performing. They are doing something out there. And if they were horrendous and giving you nothing, maybe you start pulling some of these levers more. But they're showing up more than some of these guys who are paid a lot more to do so. They are the ones doing their job. And it's sad that's what it is, but it is what it is. David Hamilton's really the one you point to, and he's been playing way less than those other guys.
It's where you can't play password when he's hitting like this and Rafaela together. Like the offense is already bad enough.
Hitter in the sport since the All-Star
Sure, but he's
break
also
by
the best
margin.
defender. Like when to your point, when the top of the lineup's doing dick, I can't have the finger pointed to the 9 hitter.
You can't be the worst hitter in the sport by that much.
You can when you're the best defender in the sport.
You gotta
for sure.
be better
Like
than that.
they've lost 0 games because of his
You
lack of
can't have a
hitting.
30
0.
WRC plus for a whole second half. You got to be better than that.
Tell me honestly, tell me the difference between -30 and 25. Is there one?
That's 50%.
It's negligible at best.
That's 50%.
Sure, but when it's still 75% below league average, you both suck.
But I'll take being that much worse than any other hitter versus you being bad amongst
Not when
the
you're
worst
also
hitters.
a negative in the field.
What do you mean? I don't. What do you mean the
You're
negative?
saying
in
the
field?
difference of what you would get in the
Yeah, the guy who has the 34 has been a negative defensively.
The
So that has to
34.
factor in too when we're talking about a baseball player.
I don't get what you're saying.
I'm saying if it's a negligible difference in the bat, but the glove is substantially different, then I care more about the guy who's also not fielding and hitting versus the guy who's just not hitting.
Yeah, no, I'm not
And
disagreeing.
when that guy's like the $30 million guy who's threatening to opt out, like at this
I'm not
point,
telling
like,
you that
what a threat.
Alex Bregman deserves less blame than Ceddanne Rafaela, but
That's what most of the fan base has been
no,
doing.
I'm not there. I'm just saying Ceddanne Rafaela
Wait a
has to be
minute, wait
better
a
than
minute.
the worst hitter in the league by a wide margin.
What do you think the perception is that more people are blaming Rafaela than Bregman?
That's all I've seen. I've seen so many my mentions every day. It's like, what is this Rafaela guy doing? And it's just like,
I
why
think
are we
that-
looking
that's
at
gotta
the
be-
mentions?
I haven't seen Rafaela.
Yeah, that's your echo chamber. So you
I guess.
you are a big Rafaela guy, so everyone's going to be coming at you about Rafaela. I'm a big Bregman guy, so all my mentions are your boy sucks. Tell your boy to opt out. When's your boy going to step up? Like, it's my echo chamber, so everyone's coming at me about Bregman. No one says a fucking word to me about Rafaela.
All right.
Also, the other thing with Rafaela, like, and especially at his age, where he obviously still has a ways to go, or he has time to develop and all that.
Happy
Like, he's
birthday,
been in the-
Don Rafaela. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, say
Shout
Don
him out.
Rafaela.
25th birthday.
When
man.
he showed us what he's capable of right before the break, like, I believe, and I think we all did, that he should have been an all-star. When you show me that you can play at an all-star level to then have this second half,
Bless you.
Bless you.
I have higher bless you. That was a double.
Thanks.
Bless you. I have higher expectations for you because of what you show me you can do. So I'm never going to compare his expectations as a play to freaking Alex Bregman. Like, that's crazy. I think anyone that
Right,
does
they
that
should
is
be. They should be
a
lower.
moron.
But
still, if you're this bad and it's in a lot of big at bats, and I'm sure Ceddanne was pissed on Section 10 night, not because of us.
That was
but
the biggest tell that
Yeah.
you put Nick Sogard in over him. And we talk about Rafaela in big moments all the time. They had no faith in him in that spot. And like, it's crazy, but his numbers are going to end up being almost identical to what they were a year ago offensively.
that's not crazy. We know that's who he is, though. You know what I mean? Like we knew that.
I think
We've
a lot of
always
people
known.
I just
believed
didn't know he was
taking a
capable of the
leap.
stretch that he went on. When he was that good and you show me you can be that good, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to raise the bar for what you can do at the plate. And Coley, obviously, like, he's the best center fielder in the league. Like, no one's saying
Right.
he's not that. So obviously, you're still going to get that. But I'm going to get a little greedy when you're going to show me you can be one of the better hitters for a good stretch on one of the more notable teams in the league. Like, him getting pitch hit for was a big deal in that spot. Like, you don't think that you can get a sack fly? It would run around third with one out. Like, I'd rather have Nick
You
Sogard
can't
at the
frame him
plate.
as the big hit guy, and then in the moment you're like, "Listen, we're not trusting you to even
I
make
didn't
contact."
pull him, and I also, I think he also could have like grounded out to second. By the way, like I think he could have done that. That's what
After
happened.
seeing that changeup he swung through against Jeffrey Springs, man, I almost fell to my knees.
That's
man.
the worst example you could give. That
I
was
almost
a legitimately
fell-
good pitch. That was a good pitch.
That was one of the worst pitches I've ever. The changeup in the middle of the
that's
zone.
nonsense. It was
That
not in the
is-
middle of the zone.
That-
It broke
what?
inside.
What?
It hit the corner. What are you talking about?
In the Jeffrey Springs start
yeah, the strike three. Yeah.
that he swung through in the middle of the zone.
For the strike three? Is that the pitch you're talking about?
He was up 2-0. They throw the ball. It should have been 3-0.
Was this, oh, wait. Was this with the bases loaded or not? I'm talking about the bases loaded at Pat.
I'm talking about the first game. I
So
can't.
that,
Are we talking?
I'm talking about
different
the
games?
bases loaded
Yeah,
when
the
he struck
second inning.
out.
Yeah. The bases loaded. No outs.
Yeah, that pitch started in the middle and broke in because it was a
I
good
can't.
pitch.
I thought that
I'm
was
not
one of
trying
the
to
worst
give him. I'm
pitches.
not trying to be like, oh, he would have smashed it. But even was it Middlebrooks on the call? He called that a filthy pitch too. It's not just me saying that. He said he was sitting dead red
thought that
and he
was a
threw him a
horrendous
changeup because
pitch.
every pitch leading up to that had been hard.
Change
that
up
was
down
well
the dick.
sequenced.
Down the dick. I'm sorry. I ain't giving him that one.
And then, by the way,
I
what
can
happened?
actually
that was
say,
only one
talking
out.
to one
That
of the
was only one out.
broadcasters-
What happened with the next pitch?
Romy
What happened with
Gonzalez
the next
double play.
play?
Got to be better than
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm talking about. Like the top of the order does not come through
Alex
no matter
Cora
who it is.
also called him out after the game and said Rafaela in that spot goes away from his approach after he gets, 2-1 instead of 3-0. I understand the frustration. But Cora mentioned it. He was like, he needs to stick to his approach and what we've taught him to do out there. And it's kind of just not been something he's been able to keep together. I think the other thing with Rafaela, the weight stuff, Cora's mentioned it a couple times now. He has a hard time maintaining weight and adding weight over the course of the year. They think he's too skinny and he needs to get stronger. And he looks a lot closer body-wise to what we saw a year ago. But no, it told you everything that they wanted Nick Sogard in that spot over Ceddanne Rafaela. They just don't trust the back.
The second that happened, I'm like, damn, he's going to be pissed. I mean, I know he had like the slam the bat moment, but the
he was the
mental part's a
second
huge
guy
part
out
of this
there.
too.
That's why I like Ceddanne. He's not a selfish guy. He was the second guy out there to congratulate Sogard after they walked it off. He's a great fucking teammate.
But still, like that's if you're a guy that I think the mental part plays a pretty big role when you're going up there, regardless of how much you support your teammates or not. Like I think he's in a position now where he's just lost at the plate and really is just kind of hacking at everything. I mean that I'll never forget that strike 3 on the full count where the crowd roses 1 in the Yankees series, and it's in the dirt from the jump out of the hand. That was a ball, and he's already swinging at it. I'm like, bro, come on. That might be some of the concern
what he does.
I know it's, but like that might be some of the concern with Corey in game 2, where it's like, I know that he's probably not just going to try to hit a sac fly here. He's going to try to hit it to Coley in Maine. Bad example because you were at Fenway that night, but that's just.
I was in the car at that point, so
okay. He was going to try to hit it to you in the car, but yeah, he wants the big moment all the time, and I get that, and that's part of what's special about him because he did come up with a lot of those, even in the second half. Had that home run in Baltimore, like that mattered a lot, and he's got that confidence, and that's great, but. When you can't trust them to get a sac flyer, and of course he could have done what Sogard did. So like, you had a dribbler. It's like, come on, I'm not going to say like, great call, Skip. You knew that Sogard was going to hit a little dribble in a
But
curve.
it's trusting a guy to make contact in the spot where he didn't do it 2 days prior.
And they didn't trust them there.
How many outs were there? And I was in the car. I was
first and third, one out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I also I would almost. This isn't a Sogard thing. This is like he's more likely to strike out than ground into a double play. You know what I mean? Like he's much more likely to strike out there, and like the inning doesn't die. You were talking about productive outs earlier. Obviously, a strikeout's not a productive out, but it's fucking better than grounding into a double play, which it feels like. I mean, when Yoshida was up earlier in the game, we're all watching, and we were like, "Here comes the most tailor-made grounder," and he somehow beat it out. But it was like, "Here comes the most tailor-made double play ball," and that's exactly what he did. Like that's the kind of guy I'd more willingly to put a pinch hitter up there for.
Since Roman Anthony went down, Ceddanne Rafaela is 4 for 42 with 4 singles.
Better than I thought.
Yeah, he's hitting 095 with a 251 OPS.
I put out the tweet the other day. I think, what is it? 36 WRC plus since the All-Star break. Tyler Freeman is second, to the bottom in all of baseball at 64, and then it's Colton Cowser.
The bottom.
But like that is like some big difference, man. It's a big difference between the bottom and the second worst.
Yeah. That's been bad. I mean, so these are some like Nathaniel Lowe has not been good since Roman's been out.
No. He's had a really
Bregman, Rafaela, Narvaez, David Hamilton, Massa. All right, so I'll put all those guys in there.
What's Narvaez?
Everyone that I just named. This is since Roman Anthony went out. Massa, Narvaez, Hamilton, Nathaniel Lowe, Alex Bregman, Ceddanne Rafaela. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different players. What would you guess their collective OPS is?
Oh God.
Sheesh.
Like
it's in the 5s.
Yeah.
Oh, OPS, sorry.
No, OPS.
It's in the 5s, right?
It's in the 5s.
I think 4s.
It's in the 5s.
527.
530. Okay.
527. Yeah. They are collectively hitting 182.
Ugh.
182 with a 527 OPS. And those are guys that are getting everyday regular at-bats. With the exception of David Hamilton. David Hamilton is an occasional starter, pinch run guy.
Yeah, pinch run
guy. But yeah, Massa, Narvaez, Nathaniel Lowe, Alex Bregman. So I'll take out Hamilton. Massa, Narvaez, Lowe, Bregman, Rafaela collectively hitting 180 with a 518 OPS. So David Hamilton was actually helping.
And that's because of the home run today.
Yeah.
What? So like September 3rd, like Narvaez has been a league average hitter. I feel bad grouping him into them.
It's 206.
I got since September 3rd
with a 7. This is
what today.
Roman went down September 3rd.
Yeah,
so like we're removing 3 games.
Yeah, I'm Narvaez is not someone I group in. He's been pretty damn good.
He's hitting 206 since Roman went down.
Yeah, I'm not asking the world out of Carlos Narvaez.
233.
I mean, I don't know how you wouldn't group him into the players that aren't hitting well since Roman went down. He's absolutely in that group.
He had a hit recently.
So going into today, he was a league average bat since Roman went down.
I'm also
hitting
I mean,
3rd.
the only reason
It's
I'd
a
agree with
102
Taylor
I don't know how
is
many
that
fucking times I
at this
have to
point of the
say it.
season, I'm not going to expect
No, it was a 763
Narvaez
OPS going
to be
into
hitting a bunch
today.
of bombs.
741, and he's hitting 20. Like no one who's hitting 206. Like I know batting average,
But he's been hitting with power.
He's hitting.
He has 2 homers since the 3rd.
206.
I'm okay.
Tyler.
I'm okay with that. If you're hitting some homers, I'm okay with that.
Is it 2
You should
homers?
never be okay with
he's
hitting
It's a league
206.
average 102 WRC plus.
Say it again.
I'm going to say it 102
Say
WRC
he's a
plus.
league average bat one more time.
That's what it is. I'm telling you.
Say it.
I'm telling
Say
you.
it.
Is it 2?
Say
It's 2
League average
homers
bat.
though, T, right? It's a
Yeah,
couple
3
homers.
He's hitting 206. That's not good. Like, like I completely understand what on base percentages, what slugging percentages, what OP. I get it. I get it. League average bat. That's great. If you hit 206, you're not hitting well. You're not.
He hasn't had a great month. I'm not going to get on Cap. For
I'm
like,
not getting on him. I'm not getting on him. I'm
you
just
shouldn't be
grouping him.
expecting
I'm
him
saying
to be like leading you at this point.
no. I'm
He's
just
part of
saying
the group. He's part of the group. He's part of the group.
he's
Another
part of the
rookie.
group that has
Another
not
rookie
hit well.
playing in September.
Hmm?
He's another rookie as well playing in September. I know we don't
Yeah.
group him in with the rookies, but he's a rookie playing in September. T's brought it up for 3 months now. Like his games played in the minors, and now he's going to shatter that amount this season. And
Well, he's the
by
only
the way,
rookie in this group. The rest of these guys are veterans.
veteran's a
yeah.
strong word for Cedar Rafaela.
Sure, but it's not his first year in the league.
No, it's not.
Nate Eaton's had
Couldn't even,
like one of the
couldn't
best
even rent a
months on the
car
team.
until today.
I know. People talk
Yeah.
about Nate Eaton, like, get him the fuck out of here, dude. He's one of the few guys showing up and doing something.
Well,
He's in
He's
345.
just stupid shit
but he has
sometimes,
4
but-
OPS.
that's what I
Yeah.
mean. It's a lot of in the fields. He's giving it back. Like today, Story hits the home run, and it was awesome.
yeah.
But he was
There's
a
never
negative
been a
one.
player that like levels it out more than Nate Eaton. He's like, trust me, I got you. He'll look at the other team like, I know I just hit a solo bomb. I'll give that to you. Don't worry.
And I like having him around. Like he seems like a
Yeah.
likable guy. He plays all the fucking positions.
He's fun to watch. I mean, like Nate Eaton's kind of got a lot of energy. I mean, he can fly.
Yeah.
Like he's in the middle of big stuff. So he's been entertaining.
It's like a poor
His
man's
fuck ups
Romy
are
to
at
me.
least funny. Like it's not
Yes,
routine.
yeah.
Fuck-ups. They're always like, well, I've never seen that before. So they're at
It-
least like funny.
He's given us some chuckles for sure. And some actual like really good baseball moments. He gives you a little bit of everything. He kind of fills up the buckets, which is cool.
Even scoring game 2, dude. He was flying to get home, bro. That ball didn't even get to home plate, and he was already crossing it. His
Yeah.
athleticism
No, I like-
doesn't get enough credit.
I like
he gets out of the
Eaton.
box fast.
Mm-hmm.
I like Eaton. It's a shame he has to play for the team based off
Hmm.
the situation they're in. Like they signed him minor league contract. Honestly, I heard the Potter Lansdowne guys bring it up. Like he maybe our best righty reliever outside of like Slayton.
Agreed.
Like
Mm.
maybe should be on the bump.
Like
It's a-
objectively, that's true.
No,
That's
I
not
know.
even
They were
wrong.
right.
Yeah.
They're right.
Would you guys be surprised to find out that he has a higher sprint speed this season than David Hamilton?
Not really. What is
97th
Hamilton, 93?
percentile versus 95.
Okay. Sounds about right. Where's Jaron?
Not that high.
It's like 90.
Bro, he's maybe a little better than that. 91.
Okay.
Okay.
That's pretty good. So is Hims.
Mhm.
That's right.
I was going to say that.
Yeah. No one plans for hair loss, but through Hims, you can take that next step with confidence. Access treatments made with clinically proven ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil to stop hair loss and regrow hair in 3 to 6 months. No waiting rooms, no hoops, just ingredients with a track record of results. Hims offers convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work, including chews, oral medication, serums, and sprays. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments that put your goals first. No hidden fees, no surprise costs, just real personalized care on your schedule. Think of Hims as your digital front door that gets you back to your old self with simple 100% online access to trusted treatments for health reason or for real health concerns all in one place. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/section10. That's hims.com/section1010 for your free online visit. That is hims.com/section10. So overall, this this series, I'm not going to say it broke me because it didn't. Like I still, I don't want to say I'm firmly in the camp of the Red Sox are going into the playoffs, but like I'm definitely not someone that's saying, well, I don't want them to win at all. Like I don't want them to go to the playoffs at all. I've had people even tweet that. It's not just Coley. I've had people tweet me being like, what's the point of going if we're just going to lose in the wild card round? Because I don't think that it's an automatic loss in the wild card. I really don't. Like delusional brain Jared is, I think they have the pitching to get by the wild card, maybe. And if they get to the division series, that I'm kind of hoping that Roman turns a corner and can numb himself up and come back in the division series. Like that's kind of where I'm at. But if they don't have Roman in the division series, then I probably won't even pick the Red Sox to win that series, no matter who.
And I'm going to add something real quick there, Jerry. And this is fan Steve talking. This is like all fan Steve talking right here. All right, we can put all the other beep boop bop forp borp sorp aside.
Yeah,
I just quite simply want playoff baseball at Fenway Park.
Yeah,
that's it. I just want that atmosphere. I want it for us. For this show, I want it for everyone we talked to last night at Section 10 night. Yeah. I want it for the community. And if you get past Seattle or Houston or Detroit, I kind of hate how many options there are with not much time left here.
It's all of them.
It's like literally every option outside of the division, which we've been saying, or at least I've been saying. It's like, the fucking division's not happening.
Feels like an episode of Maury. It's like, who's the father? I don't know. I
have no idea. I would love to know who the father is. But yeah, just want to play out baseball at Fenway. We're not asking for too much here.
Well, we might actually be asking for a top 5 pick if they miss the playoffs. It's like what's really the reward?
We might actually be asking for a lot.
There's a lottery. They could get the top pick. And that's not why I want that. I just don't have any faith that anything's gonna like their best path is going to Cleveland. Weirdly, like that's their best path.
Yeah, they're 5 and 10.
I keep factoring out that they can win the division. I'm like, how the
hell
would that
division? But
I think their best path might be going to Detroit.
One of the for sure the central.
Yeah, the central winner.
Scary part. I've learned my lesson in 2016. You don't want to go to Cleveland.
I'm fine with it.
If you got to go to Detroit and you got to go Crochet versus Skubal, that would terrify. Or to Detroit, yeah, and it's Crochet versus.
Well, that's
Skubal.
Real hoops. Like I would
be
love
awesome
to see that. I would love to see
get past
Crochet
that one with the W. Like, let's go to the DS.
Give me. That terrifies me. I think you got to hope Crochet can just game 1 go full ace mode, and then game 2 tight leash on if it's Bayo whatever, and then you just hope your bullpen can do it and you score enough. I think that's the pathway.
I know they won't do this. If they were to get to a game 2, how is it not early right now?
I think it's honestly just the sign to the starters. Like Bayo would be like, I'm not the game 2 guy, and understandable what he's done recently, but I feel like that would be kind of nuts when you look at the season as a whole to not have him in that spot.
As a whole.
Great book.
Very good book. I see what you're saying, Coley. I like your line of thinking. And maybe they think the same way. Who knows?
Because it's also the art of surprise. Like Bayo's got a book on him, no matter what. Obviously, Crochet does too. It's not a great, like people don't like reading that book. Like we're fucked. But
also early has only faced the A's.
Correct. It's true.
I think that's but that's almost more impressive to me in some ways. And I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't start early game 2. But what stood out so much about his first start versus his second start. First starter was 4-seam curveball that he really dominated with. This one, it was sinker changeup. The fact that you could go through an offense that's top 7 in OPS in the sport and work your arsenal 2 different ways to put up the line you did. 0.87 ERA, 0.25 FIP. Like, to me, that's like, that's gross. That's a guy who knows how to fucking pitch. Like, that is a rare thing, and that's why he's getting the opportunity in the rotation that he's getting.
Seeing the stats is always so funny to me. Like, obviously, like the 0.25, like you had the numbers as if we all know what those numbers are. I'm like, I had no clue.
As much as I'm, I think there's regression that's fair to contemplate on Bayo's front. And I think Giolito has shown walking 5 again. It's the 3rd time in 8 starts. He's walked at least 3 and 5 of 8. Like, a bunch of guys. To tell both of those guys, we're going to go with a guy who started at that point. Will probably be 3 or 4 big league games. And maybe if he dominates, the conversation reshapes the next 2 starts, but there's not enough track record yet for him to jump Bayo for me.
That's why I'd be more interested in it, because there isn't any track record. That's exactly the reason. Like, it's not that. Like,
I understand what you're saying.
I'm a fucking huge Bayo guy. Of course. Everyone, like, no shit. But I could also sell that to him as it's like, if we're down 0-1, we need you for game 3, big dog. Like that's how I'm telling him that. But
Are you
right
okay
now,
though if he never throws a pitch in a series you get eliminated in?
I could see that being a question people
Right.
have for sure. But I would also point to his 5. Like he'll have 2 more starts this month at least, or 2.
Yeah.
So that's where it's
Yeah.
like if those go worse, then it's
Well,
I don't have that.
That's
I
the tough
point to
thing
a
I was
6
going to say.
ERA
Is
for
like,
September.
there is no limit to what we're going to learn in the next 10 days.
Yeah.
I feel like whether it's the matchup, whether it's the roster, and understandable, it's highly likely it's probably just going to keep going the way it's been going with the lineup and all this. But I feel like, and just from a personnel standpoint of like, all right, like backs against the wall here, you're going to learn like how they react in those situations. And that's kind of been the deal the entire season with this team. Like the Sox are holding on for dear life right now, but they've fought adversity well all year. They just got to survive and advance in this stretch. I think they can, but now you're going to learn how they react in these situations, especially if you were to ever lose the first 2 in Tampa. And
Oh
who
my
does Cleveland
God.
have, by the way, coming up here? I should know who this series is, but I think it's the Twins. I think they play 4 against the Twins with a doubleheader
That
on
sounds
Saturday.
right.
So, and I'm only doing this as like, all right, this would be worst case scenario. But if you ever drop the first 2 Friday and Saturday against the Rays, and the Guardians win the first 3 against the trash Twins team, which can happen on Friday and Saturday, they're now a game behind the Guardians, if my math is right there.
Full game.
Like
Full game.
that can happen by Saturday. So like, I do understand it. I've still been the guy that's like, they're making the playoffs, so 99, whatever, 99%. But like, there are a lot of things in this 10-day stretch that we're going to learn that we would have no idea. There's going to be talking points we're going to have that are like, I wouldn't have expected that to come up. But I don't necessarily think one of those is going to be early starting game 2, but anything
Even early. Like we're going to get early this weekend. He's going to start on 4-day rest for the second time all year long. The only other time he had done it was in April, and he had thrown less than 40 pitches in an outing before that. So like this is another guy who's being exposed to situations that he just hasn't experienced before. He hasn't been through. Who knows what it's going to look like? And that does matter when you talk about a guy in Connolly early who one of the knocks on him is, can he maintain velocity deeper into outings? What does that look like with a day less of rest than he's had all year long, essentially? After throwing 80 pitches, that might be part of the reason why they pulled him at 80 pitches like they did. And I know people want to bitch about Greg Weisser, and like, I understand it. He's a low leverage right-handed relief arm. He's not even top 60 in inherited runners given up this year. I went through the entire fucking reliever board because I wanted to see, because everyone's talking about it. His numbers are actually better with guys on base than they are without guys on base. If you just look at the slash line too. So I understand the frustration with Greg Weisser. Part of it is you don't have other right-handers you're confident in and able to throw in different spots. And Cora said it. Right now, they don't trust Justin Slayton with a clean inning or without a clean inning. So that's part of the reason why you didn't see him in that spot. So it's like they need Slayton to go in there without any trouble as he tries to get right and build up and get his confidence to where it goes. So Weisser gets thrown into that. And that goes to the Steven Matz thing, which Coley's brought up a lot over, since the deadline. You pick the lefty reliever. All right, well, that has consequences when you have no other righties you're willing to lean on. And that's why, dude, Luis Perales, G1, what he did in AAA, bro, I'm sorry. I'm fucking making the call. I am making the call right now. Get up here. We're trying
he did
it out.
One in Portland and then one in Worcester. Like,
Yes.
that's insane. Genuinely insane.
Just fucking shredded. Like,
no, I know he
dominated.
did, but I'd also never heard of the 3 guys he pitched against too. So as much as his stuff was filthy and the glove, like you hear this about the bat a lot, the glove pops different when Perales is on the bump. Like it really does. I can't, as much as I would love to see him, I can't like risk that with how important he is the next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I need to see them win 2 games in a row before I'm hitting the Perales button.
The craziest thing was he'd even throw his 4-seam fastball. Like, and that is his best pitch. But he went out there and got 5 swings and misses, and the Red Sox told him not to. He's clearly working on some stuff and kind of building up. But to see him go out there and he threw 5 cutters, 3 sliders, and 2 changeups and was able to do that, it's like, man, we didn't even see the 100. We didn't even see the real shit. You know what I mean?
I've never in my life seen someone get named to the Arizona Fall League roster and then make their debut for that at any level that like next day.
Yeah, to be fair, like his debut at AAA, I wouldn't call it a fake debut, but every other minor league affiliate has had their season end. So it's kind of, do you want him in game action? This is the only way you're getting it.
It's still AAA though. Like it's not.
It is. Hatfield, I had gone back and forth with someone on Twitter, and Hatfield liked my tweet saying it's more about the affiliates. To me, I take that as that's what he's heard and that's what he's informed on. But that's how I interpreted it.
I'm not debating it, but it's still a crazy thing to have a guy. Because how many pitches did he throw in Portland? Like 15?
Yeah, it was 11.
That's what I mean. Like you don't just elevate a guy because like I think they clearly plan on bringing him up.
Listen, at this point, it's definitely risky, man. But to see him shred that lineup like that was without his best pitch.
He has the best arsenal in the system, like non-crochet. Like throughout the system, he is the best arsenal. Like that is what he is. But it's an insane. I don't know that I can recall anything like this.
Yeah, he threw 16 in that AA outing.
So he's thrown 27 total pitches.
Yep. But that's it.
Crazy.
But I think that's why what Slayton was able to do in those two games, going more than 3 outs, getting 4 outs, that's Slayton of old. I know the first outing, it was contact. He didn't miss any bats in that one. But I thought Section 10 night Slayton was the best he's looked since, he came back.
He was talking to himself again, too.
And that to me is like, all right, he's starting to get psycho mode. He's feeling himself. Right. Let it eat, please. The cutter is not missing down the middle every other pitch. Give me that.
Yep.
I think even Peyton Tolley, like that was the one bright spot today, was it not? Peyton Tolley out of the fucking bullpen. Holy
hit 100 today.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm sorry.
Don't you fucking do it.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
It's like
shit.
It was 99.7.
He's not going to get a shirt for that.
The Red Sox don't round up.
Nope.
That's fine. What are they? They do shirts in the organization?
Yeah,
I didn't know about this.
What is
if
this?
If you hit 100, you get a
Caliente?
shirt. Yeah, I think it throws gas with Pedro or something like that. That might be it might be Caliente on it.
Did Pedro throw 100? I feel like this is where we have the conversation.
Is it just Crochet and Chapman?
That's the conversation we did have, Jared. Where I was like,
yeah,
did Pedro do that?
I don't recall Pedro throwing 100.
But yeah,
back then they would just put up like 102. Like they would
Fox 109.
fire. Yeah,
the Fox graphic for like the fireball was for like 95.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like anytime
You couldn't
someone hit
even hear
95,
Joe Buck with the sound effects coming in. Yeah.
I think Cora
Like there's like
made
a
it clear,
baseball
though.
robot just crazy.
Like he just went full fastball. It was 80% fastball, 12% cutter, 6% change, 2% slider, 9 whiffs on the 4-seamer over 3. Cora after the game, he goes, that first inning was incredible. He was good in the second and third. It was a little bit down. It wasn't the same stuff. Trevor Story fucked him. Go Coley.
Why was the second inning not so hot, T? Was it because he got to sit down for 17 total seconds as the offense
that might be part of
went
it.
down on 4 because he threw the pitch that was 100.
Yeah.
I tweeted it. I looked. I saw people go, it was 99.7. The Red Sox don't count it. And then I looked back up. He was back on the fucking mound. It was that quick. That's how short that fucking inning was. And I believe it was the top of the lineup.
Yeah.
I believe it was 1, 2, 3.
His velo was up a full tick too on the 4-seamer, but Cora seemed to love the idea of like 1 inning and it looks like that. All right, man, you got a lefty reliever that's going to go out there and be able to dominate with that fastball, and that's probably the best way to use him the rest of the year.
Yeah,
it's good for the stash too, I'll say, because since we've done the stash stuff, or I won't say
he hasn't
we.
been good.
No, I would say we. You have been committed, and I respect that.
My we is half of the we I want it to be, but I think since we've done that, it's been a little rough, right? And it's been a little rough for us. There we go. Yeah, 100%. This is all of us now. It's been a little rough where it's like, okay, he goes out there and he hasn't been dominating as much. It's rare when you realize, yeah, right, something about my facial hair is attached to a player on a team. That's a very rare thing. So like if he's bad, then like the thing doesn't have as much power.
Yeah, then
when he threw that 100, or we all collectively thought this when he threw 99.7. Apparently this is a big thing. Is this a big thing? Do a lot of
within
people
the
talk about this?
organization, it is. No, just within the organization, and it kind of stinks, honestly.
Okay, I feel like I followed this team way
like-
too closely to not know about this like 100-mile-an-hour thing. Apparently, this is like a huge deal.
I only knew about it from T. It's definitely not something that I knew about on Nesson or like the Red Sox social media channels.
I'm looking at it right now. It's Pedro, and it just says 103 times diagonally behind him.
Why is it Pedro?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I'm fine with that. I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah, I guess I
Pedro-
shouldn't hate on any Pedro.
Pedro threw
thing.
120 miles an hour, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it
true.
started last year, but it was a different shirt, if I recall. I remember them being in like Worcester.
The
And,
pitching was bad. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
like I want to say it was like
Anyway.
Ryan Zephyrjohn who like was rocking one who they never gave a fucking opportunity here either. But yeah,
Is he still at a 0 this year?
let me see. I think
Is his
actually-
WAR still exactly 0?
Yeah, I remember looking last time. And I was like, not great.
But
The
when Toley actually pitches well, it's like instead of walking out around with your chest out, it's like you're walking around with your stash out. Like it gives you a little extra oomph, a little extra something. So that was big today until the error.
Since you brought it up, do you think part of the reason this team's September has been so bad, Steve, as the people who've committed fully,
I
how much
mustache.
do you blame the people who haven't committed or who have put qualifiers on it? It
Here's
feels
the
like
thing.
it's led directly to the negative vibes surrounding the fellas.
I know the history of bringing things like this up with Jared, and it normally doesn't go well for me. So I've specifically not brought it up. What are you saying, T?
No. I mean, Lou was big. Oh, I got the hole in one. I'm going to shave live on air.
Right,
Like
Lou didn't do it. Right, I
a
forgot
lot
Lou
of
didn't do it.
people. A lot of people said I didn't even fucking wait for him to debut. He just got the call and I did it. Like that's
Yeah.
the level of buy-in that I needed from people. And when I say
It's
why
easy to do it when it makes you look better, though.
Agreed.
I think it would make all of us look better because we'd all.
I'm
look
fine with
better.
No.
Jared. It confirms he's
I
going
was
to look
still
worse.
talking,
I'm okay
T.
with
You
it. No, T, that's fine.
anything.
I cut you off, T. It is funny to flip it like the middle finger, though. That's hilarious.
All I'm saying is the biggest compliment I got was the beard was looking good at Section 10 night. That's what people were
I got
saying.
a lot of compliments on the stash, too. Hey, the facial hair is kind of cool. I don't normally do this, but Jared looks
I
really good with the
fucking
beard. That's
told
why I
ya.
haven't brought it up because I
Jared,
believe you that you
I
would
want
look
to
different
rub
with
his
the
Good
beard.
naked
look.
cheek.
Cat. He's gonna look good no matter what's going on.
I disagree. You don't want to see my face.
I just want
You
to
keep
feel
thinking of
it.
your 19-year-old emaciated self. Like that's not who you are anymore.
Yeah,
Let it
but like
go.
I didn't gain the weight in my face. I gained it like in my body. So like my face is gonna look the same. I already know what that looks like. What are you doing, T?
What are you
I'm just
grabbing? That's
picturing
like
grabbing your
cheeks.
jawline, like your naked jawline. Like I want to hold it.
You want to
Okay.
touch my face?
Yeah, I kind of like want to caress you, like when you go to kiss someone, but I wouldn't kiss you unless you're okay with it.
Why not? Yeah, sure.
But I just want to feel it.
Just wanted to float that out there and see what you'd say. But
Why not?
JK.
We'd never kiss, obviously.
Yeah,
right? That would be stupid. Thoughts on that?
Yeah. That would definitely be gross, and we would both not want that, right?
Why would we start like bringing in a lot of tongue too, right?
Yeah.
Train would agree.
Train
She
said last night. I
doesn't care.
thought Jared was making this up. Train said last
She
night
doesn't
she doesn't
care
give
what
a
guys
damn.
I make out with.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
doesn't care who's making out with her, man.
She doesn't care about anything. She just says no hose. That's it. She has a strict no hose rule.
Which
and
is
other
fair.
than that,
That's a totally fair rule.
I accept. Yeah, I was like, okay, agreed to terms. But other than that, like, she does not care. Where do I
What about
sign?
whores?
What do you define that as?
Like bought and paid traditional biblical whores. Like
What's
you
the
just
exact
give
definition,
money
actually?
Yeah,
in
look that
exchange
up,
for
Steve.
favors.
Okay. It just says
Yeah,
a
look that up.
prostitute.
Oh,
Yeah, which is bought and paid for. So yeah,
So if it's free,
so
it's
if-
okay.
Nah, she probably wouldn't be cool with that.
no professionals. I could see that.
What about
Yeah.
charity?
What do you mean?
Well, if there was like someone dying and they were like, all I want is Jared to pipe me down like extremely hard,
Oof.
like before I have to move on to the afterlife.
I thought you meant like
Man
like
or
I
woman?
would donate money to a charity and then
Oh.
No.
Yeah, Fuckfest 2025. Big
That got
Jack.
graphic real quick. He's like, let me say this as
Didn't
like
that happen?
specifically as
Wasn't
I can.
there like a
yeah.
Jesus.
bleep that, please. Jeremy, bleep that.
Please. Yeah, no, I think she would probably not be okay with that, but
No,
Yeah.
we
no,
get that.
no whores.
yeah. Other than that, though,
Yeah,
like,
suck
she was
face.
like, "Yeah, shave your fucking face. I don't care,
Mm-hmm.
dumbass." I think that's what she said. Jesus Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Again?
Shout out, Train.
I don't know, man. You know, she was at Section 10 night. Didn't give a fuck. You know?
She said somebody walked up to her and was like, "Hi, Train." I mean, sorry, hi, Danielle. Like, felt like embarrassed to say Train
Right.
like that. It's like, sorry, I'll go by your real name.
We are doing it through our vendor now. Sully's shot him out.
We're bunting.
Yeah.
Oh
Dave's
wow,
bunting.
showing bunt,
Betty Teddy be bunting.
I think he means it too.
showing bunt, and licking cunt. Right?
Jesus
Nope.
Christ.
No hoes, no cunts.
Yeah, strict rule.
Forget it with the whores. So
Mhm.
Strict no cunt policy, which
Yep.
I get.
Yeah. Shout out Ellen and my sister and Colby for holding down the merch table, man.
mm-hmm.
That
Crushed
merch table was cooking for 3 hours.
Big time
buzzing.
cooking.
Yeah. T?
I'd like to thank Jenna especially because I was fucking up the table by putting my stuff all over it while meeting
Sounds
people.
about right.
And I think people were
Well,
getting
what?
confused. Like people were giving obviously gifts and different things they brought. But I was like throwing it on the merch table and Jenna was like rearranging the table to make it all work. So I really appreciate
I'm
it.
shocked that she didn't swing on you.
Oh, she thought
Yeah,
about it. I
that
could see it in her
sounds like-
face.
Yeah.
I said, "Jenna, how you doing?" She's like, "Oh, Steve." Like,
Shut
just
the fuck
saying
up,
hi.
Steve.
She'll be like, "Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up. What do you want?
Yeah.
What?"
So she texted me.
That's
and
never my
definitely-
experience with her.
She lied. She
We have a great
lied.
relationship.
She texted me and she said, "Oh, I forgot to tell you. I had like 3 people say to me while they were buying merch that my accent wasn't as bad as you make it out to be." So I said the "park your car" phrase, and they were like, "Oh yeah, okay, there it is." Yeah, I mean, like her accent's horrendous. It's very bad.
I love it. I mean, your mom has a thick accent too.
I was about to say.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as my sister.
I think
I
your
think it's
sister's
because
comes and
she's-
goes. I think sometimes
No.
it's a little thicker. No.
No, it's she always lays it on real thick. It's
Oh no.
it's a whole thing.
I love the
Jesus
whole-
Christ.
She just
I love
looks
the
like
whole
she could
Travis
beat the
clan.
fuck out of someone.
She could.
So does Train.
Yeah, I've been scared of
Good
Jenna
point.
for like 10 years now.
Train looks like she just got out of prison. She does. If they allowed like hair and nails and makeup in prison.
Yeah. There
Sure.
you
I
go.
was gonna say it's quite the prison.
Way to
we're
find
talking
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Saw Martha last night. She was just zooming on by and it was like a drive-by hello and I didn't realize it was her and I was like, "Martha." And she came back.
I gave her a big hug.
I gave her a hug.
I said hi to Mariah. Do we say her name on the podcast? I'm not sure.
I say it all the time.
Do you? I'm sorry. I said hello to Mariah. I said hello to Danielle. I saw Perel of the
We gotta
year.
hide Coley's wife's name.
I don't know.
know.
I saw Dan and he looked beautiful. I love the face.
I didn't
big
get
day
to
for
see Dan. I
PO2.
saw the
Yeah, you
video. I
did.
didn't get to. Huh?
What do you mean you didn't get to see Dan?
Oh, before we left.
yeah.
Yes.
You did.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yeah. The look on, might I add, by the way, and this is not surprising to anybody listening. When Jared sees Dan gets a look that I've never gotten from Jared. It is this just like joyous, like, there he is. Oh my good. He has entered the room and he can
It's
do no
where
wrong.
I'm all my
Exactly.
life.
It's this
Yeah.
like, oh, my heart. It's just, you can just see him get so like soft
Excited.
and just
Yeah.
like, I love this man so much.
I really do.
You gave my
Yeah.
mom a hug, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
he's got love for the Peralts, but
Just
Yeah.
yeah. Well, like some more than others.
yes.
Yeah. I think I met your aunt, right?
Yeah, Denise is the best.
I met
Yeah,
your
she's kind
aunt
of wacky.
Denise. Yeah, she was like,
a good wacky aunt name, Denise.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Aunt Denise, like I was like talking, like she's like, "Hi, I'm Steven's aunt," and I was like, "Yeah, but like, what about Dan?" We started talking about Dan, and then she
You're
was
not
like,
Dan, though.
the whole Peralta of the Year thing, right? Like, have you met Brian? I was like, yeah. Like, what's the follow up? Like, what's the next part of the question? Like, what are you getting
I think
at
your
here?
point there being is like Brian's not here as much. Like Dan's here a decent amount, and he's going to be here for the next couple months because of a project he's working on. But yeah, Denise is the best. She was with us on Martha's Vineyard for the Jaws weekend. She was dressed up as a shark the whole time. She's great. Denise is great.
Yeah, but like,
Well, if we're saying literally the best, yeah, obviously it's Dan and
T,
Power
yeah,
Rankings.
T,
Why
T,
didn't you
T.
introduce me to any of these women in your life, Steve?
T, as you know, with Section 10 night, and I know you plan showing up late so you get more attention.
Spare
It
me.
is very hectic.
That is true. He does do that.
There is a lot
Absolutely.
going on. So the last thing we have time to do is honestly even introduce anyone to anyone. You have no time to look at your phone, right? I mean,
I
that's
didn't
a good
even.
point.
I barely even saw T.
Yeah. Yeah, I barely saw
I touched
T.
you
I thought it was
twice.
somebody else because your Cape Cod hat, whatever the hell that thing is.
Yes, I hugged Jared when we entered Fenway. I never saw him in the House of Blues one time. Hugged you when we walked
Well, he
into
gets
Fenway. And then-
Cornered when he's over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's why
We
I was
all
like,
do.
Let him have his. He's
Yeah, we kind of
you
all picked the corner.
legit had everyone. It was crazy.
Me?
At the end, like, because solely Eamon was grabbing, I think, each one of us, and he was like, "Hey, like, we need to leave right now. We're over the time
We need
limit."
to leave.
But you, Jared, like, as people like me, Coley, Steve, our crowds got taken, then all of them also went to you, who had the biggest crowd to begin with, and then it was like this monsoon of people.
I didn't even notice, man. I'm looking at the floor most of the time. I'm just like, yeah.
I'm just
fucking
looking down, brother.
Sucks. I don't know. Dan's here, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very engaging.
I
I think
don't
we're all
so.
I think we all did a really good job. I think we were all having great combos.
I mean, it's hard.
I-
It's a bunch of people who love the show and love the Sox. Like, it's the easiest group of people ever to talk to.
Yeah,
Like,
if we can't have a combo with them,
everyone's great.
that's a problem.
So
Yeah.
here's where I came away from Section 10 night. Everyone's like, "Oh, you must be so happy and proud." I'm like, man, I actually feel really bad because like last year I think we sold 2,500 tickets, and it took all of 8.5 hours to meet every single person who wanted to come up.
They were kicking
This
us out of the
was-
concourse last year after the game
Right.
ended.
Yeah, this was 5,000 tickets, and there's just no way. I feel bad. Like, people were flying in from other states
Everywhere.
and I
Other
wanted to-
Countries.
other countries, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like how I handle those, because we never have a handler. Like, there's no one that's like, all right, come up, do your thing and then walk out. Like, it's always just like, I'm just like holding court. Like, people will like walk in and I just like will talk to people, and then eventually it's like being at like a seminar, and if they get bored, then they just move, and then the line moves forward. Like, so there was no like, you have X amount of time. So like, there's no way. Like, there's definitely people that like took off work, drove several hours, or got on a plane that didn't get a chance to speak to any of us. That I feel bad about. I wish it was more structured, but also like, I think it's cool to also have, like, I can sit there and talk to someone for like 10 minutes straight. And but then I think a lot of them have that awareness of, all right, like, I've had my time. I want to give time to like other people, and then they'll just move out of the way. But yeah, like at Fenway, we were on an island. It was like, they told us to go to the Sam deck, but if I didn't know the security guys, no one was there to like bring us in. Like, thank God I was like, hey guys, like, they're with us and blah, blah, blah. But if it weren't for that, it's like, how the fuck do we even get into the ballpark? And then we got in, and one of my buddies is a supervisor at Fenway, and he said it was, well, I'm not going to blow up his spot and read exactly what he said. I don't even know if I sent you guys this.
I don't recall seeing anything.
He said, I hate you right now. You're making my job 1,000 times harder. And I say, good. And he said, but seriously, this is the longest line I've ever managed for a giveaway. Well done. And then he also said, you're the first person to ever get a third curve. As in, like,
Oh, wow.
the line goes down and then it curves again and then it curves again. And then,
The third
Yeah.
curve has happened.
the first time there was ever a third curve waiting for a giveaway at Fenway Park. That's pretty fucking cool. So shout out to everyone who came and went to go get a Section 10 jersey. Like, that's the stuff where I'm like, all right, that's very cool. Because, you know, at the House of Blues, obviously that's not everyone that bought a ticket and showed up for us. And on the Sam deck, that wasn't everyone who can't. So like, there was no way to like, what does 5,000 people look like? I still don't know. Like, I don't know what that looks like. So
I do think the best case scenario still exists. We haven't found it yet. The best setup possible. We're still searching for it.
what for Fenway or just
For Fenway.
Yeah.
I think the Sam deck was good, but just in terms of, like, to your point, the coordination and all that, it was kind of a zoo. But that's also, there's a part of that to be expected.
Yeah. So, like, you know, if the Red Sox make the playoffs, we're trying to do game 1 of the wild card at the House of Blues. And that's 2,200 people. So that, again, that's not 5,000. Like 5,000. What does that look like? Where do you go? Like, the goal for me, like, I want to do MGM someday. Like, that venue, I think, is like around 5K. That would be cool. But I feel like that's something where it's like the stars would have to align. Like, the Red Sox are in the World Series and, you know, Enrique Iglesias isn't performing on that night. So we have to.
And he fills that
there's
place
no
up,
way to,
like, every night.
Oh my God. People love
Fluffy.
Enrique. They love Enrique. But yeah, no, I think it was the second year of us doing it. It having basically a 100% increase from year 1 is pretty cool. I think the Red Sox being good has a lot to do with that. I think us being, I guess,
good at the time the tickets went on sale.
yeah.
That is a
Yeah.
very important part of this.
I think it is. I think it's almost 90% of the reason why it was such a big increase from last year. It's like people, like, last year was almost like, all right, guys, going down with the ship. At least we get to, you know, see the Sox and hang out with like-minded folks and whatever. Like, this year was like, this is gear up for the playoffs. And then by the time it came around, it was like, just hoping to win one. Just hoping to win a game. Just want to win a game.
We're taking baby steps here.
Yeah.
To your point, when I was leaving, I had to go get my kids who were with their grandparents who were sitting dead center field bleachers. And when I came up the stairs to turn around and try and find them, there were a bunch of people who I definitely did not see up at the Sam deck who were like, oh, it's the fucking, like, there was a minor, it was right before Story stole his, what was that, 31? 31st bag. So it was right before that. So there was like I'm not trying to toot my own horn, a minor eruption in center field by just me standing there. And then he stole the base and everyone, the rest of the park started cheering. But it was like people were like, oh shit, I didn't get to see you yet. And the security was like, who the fuck are you? And why are you standing here? And it was like, I don't know, man. It's our night. Sorry about it.
AL record, baby.
Yeah.
That's what a night, man. What a night. And the fact they get the walk-off, too. Yeah, 2-0 on Section 10 night. Shout out to Sean Palmer for that graphic with Murphy. That's a really cool graphic of him wearing the jersey. But you guys probably, you know, felt the same way as the night was going on. You're kind of just like floating, like, because you're just going from person to person, having these combos. Some of them have been listening since like Chocolate Dick Sauce. Like, some just got introduced to the show like 2 months ago. I think that's probably my favorite thing is like, right, I always assume that they've just been with us since like 17, 18, since Coley joined. Like, you kind of assume they've been along for the ride for 7 years. I think it's credit to all of us that we're still, you know, pumping out a very similar product if someone just joined 3 episodes ago, then, you know, having the history of kind of knowing what the bits are. But the community is everything, man. I know, Jared, you probably get on my case a little, you know, for this when I'm like, oh, I just love the listeners so much. They're so great. But like, it's true. Like, nights like last night.
I just don't like when you talk about your family like that.
No, okay, I'll talk about the listeners like that.
Yeah.
Nights like last night remind me how much that we matter to them and they matter to us. It is a very mutual relationship back and forth from us to them and them to us, because the conversations we have, it's like people really get deep with it. They're like, you guys really make a difference in my day to day and my week to week. kind of hate hearing this, but they always say, I love how long the shows are. I'm like, okay, I kind of disagree, but
How mad does that make you?
It's one v 14,000. Like, I've never seen someone so ardent and being like, everyone's wrong
never
here.
Yeah. Everybody sucks. Everyone has no idea what they're talking about. But no, just in summary, it's more just the coolest thing ever that we get to do this. Dan actually found a way to get printed out tickets. And so on them, and I know on the digital ones they had this too, but on them it said ketchup on it. And to me, that was just the coolest thing of all time, where it's like my favorite thing growing up as a kid was going to Fenway Park and saving those tickets and like looking back at like the games I went to. Now a ticket I have, it says ketchup on it because of this thing we've built. Like, that's so cool. That is like the coolest thing that could ever happen. I looked at it when I got back in the car and I'm just like, damn, man, this is like, other teams don't have this. Like, other, shows don't have this community. Like, this is so unique to what we've built and what they've given us, what the audience has given us, that I'll never be able to thank the people that, support the show enough.
Yeah, every person who comes up and says thank you, I always say, like, thank you. Like, we're not standing here because of us. Like, if no one listened to the show, I promise they're not doing this. Like, it's as much on the listeners as it is on us. Like, obviously we create the show every week, and and there's something to just being reliable. Like, people know at this time on this day there's going to be new chat from the fellas, and that matters to a lot. It's a routine for a lot of people. Like, people will tell me why, like, how they're listening to it at work, post divorce, post death in the family. Like, there are a lot of people who give you very specific reasons, and every time it's just like, you have, like, when we're going through stuff, because we're not fucking all happy-go-lucky all the time either, but when I'm depressed, and then we sit here, and at the beginning I'll be surly, even just to myself, and then T will say something about lighting his house on fire, and it makes me laugh, and it changes my whole attitude. So it's not even just people who listen, it's people who record it too who feel that way.
Like, people come up to you, and there's some that just want to talk ball, and it's like, yeah, that's the language. There's so many people, and they told me they'd go up to you guys and do the same thing. Like, people like, Tyler, I know you love anime, I know you love manga. Like, I just want to talk with you about it for 2 or 3 minutes because I don't have anyone in my life to talk about that with. I remember feeling that way about baseball when I was in high school. Like, besides Puff and a couple other people, there was really no one talking Red Sox at Brockton High at that time. But for people to care, like, others coming up to you and they're like, I just talked to Jared about wrestling and lifting and like all these things. And I'm like, these people care so much, not only about the thing we all share and have like this common interest over, but they care about the other things we're into and what's going on in our lives. And people are asking for updates on family members and stories I've told, and like, oh, tell me about the wedding. Like, I want to hear all that. It's like, these people genuinely, we all speak the same language. It feels like you're hanging out with your friends, and like, I'm so comfortable. I'm handing my phone number out to people. I'm like, shoot me a text, bro. Like, let's talk. Like, you ever want to talk ball or you want to recommend an anime?
Giving out my social security number. I love these people.
Shout out Pete, Austin.
Gave this dude my credit card. I was like, buy whatever you want at the team store, man.
I was handing it out because I'm just like, these are my people. Like, I fuck with y'all. But that explains it. It's like, you just feel like you're where you belong. And that's what the whole night felt like.
And Tyler, I will add this because definitely people are so specific with the details and like what they hear on this show. They remember everything, because there were some people that came up to me and were like, it's been cool to see the progression of you and Tyler's relationship, because they remember when we brought the show back. They're like, I think you were really upset at him and kind of hated him. And I'm like, yeah, it's because I was and I did. That's why you thought that. And it's just funny to me that like everyone like kind of can sense what we're saying and what we're doing. And it's not even just the words. It's just like how we say things. That's how locked in people are. But I was pumping your tires, man. Like this.
Thank you.
At first, I didn't know how this was going to go. Like, bringing the group back together. And obviously, Jared had a history with you from what you guys did with Redacted. I didn't know how this was going to go. Like, I'm coming back, like, just did a show. Like, what's going to happen here? This show is not the same without you. And it's obviously not what it was at Barstool, but like, it's for the better. Like, this is a better, format, better show than we ever could have had with you not on here. So it's great. I mean, even just the fucking grilled cheese thing, man. Like you can't.
I got asked about the grilled cheese shit all night, and it was so funny because like this is from an episode I wasn't even on, and I listened to last episode and I was dying laughing listening to you guys. But like all of a sudden, it's another bit, it's another inside joke, and I'm like, if anybody who doesn't know what's going on tonight hears these combos, they're like, these people should be arrested. Like, what the fuck are they talking about?
But,
and we're talking grilled cheese. We're talking Aunt Kathy dying. Dogs dying.
Shout her the fuck
We
out.
were
Shout her
going
out,
down
dude.
the list, man.
Shout her out.
And there were so many people that like, you know, people that go back to like, you know, Pete's mom's basement and Alan Craig Studios, all the way to, oh, I was a name redacted in an ITM fan. And like, I was listening to both of those at the time. And then when you guys all came back, it was like, oh, I had never experienced that before. You get these people that come from like every generation, every era. And it's like, damn, y'all have like seen you guys grow up. People have seen me grow up. Like I was 22 when I first started doing this. And like, now I'm 27. Like you guys were in your mid 20s and now you're in your mid 30s. Like what the fuck? Like that's such a massive part of your life.
Like, what the fuck? Like, you're almost dead and you're still
No, I'm
doing
not
it.
saying that. I'm not,
I
but
knew
it's
T was
crazy.
going to call us old at some point. I knew that was and you guys are old fucks. Like, how are you
You
even
guys
still
are up staying
when
out
I'm-
past your bedtime.
Yeah, how are you up right now? It's 10:30. You old
Imagine
shit.
the clips people are going to pull from when I was like 24, 25, when I'm 35, 36, and like
Oh, T, you did
hopefully
it
more
again.
credible in life.
Like, when I'm knocking on death's door when I'm 36 and
The
I'm
way
still
you said
doing
35, 36.
Well, I'm in
Yeah.
my Rob Refsnyder era.
this. Yeah.
I think you guys are older than Rob Refsnyder. No offense.
Oh, God.
Relax.
It's
Oh,
3
man.
mentions in like a minute.
Yeah, Refsnyder's
Yeah.
34.
Damn.
I think he's got to get tossed. I don't know. This is
Yeah, I
you
don't
enjoyed that a little too much, Silent.
That's
Jesus.
all I have right now.
This fucking guy.
I'm the closest to dying. Okay, so let's
That is
reel it
true.
in.
We know.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
We know.
Facts. 100% accurate. I do love when people
Yeah.
bring up bits that I've even like. We've had so many over the years. I'm like, oh right, that. Like I forgot that one from 2017.
And they'd be like, that was the best bit of all time. Like me and my friends still joke about it, and I'm like, oh fuck, you know what I mean?
It's crazy. We had someone that came up that was works at Starbucks and was like confirming that nope, we don't lose money on the whipped cream. I'm like, they take them seriously. It's like they're really going into detail about pup cups, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's great. I appreciate it.
I had some people furious at Jerry's coriander enunciation.
Fuck those people. They didn't say it to
And
my
I'm
face.
just saying people listening to every word. Like
Yeah, say it to my
the
face. The fuck?
Well, you ran away.
Yeah. A lot of ice cream helmet hat wearers. Jared hated that.
That's why
Oh
I ran
yeah,
away.
no, I hate that hat. Yeah, sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was really cool having the merch table there. All the people like buying flags and having us sign flags and everything.
Shout out
Some,
Colby. He's had an OG flag for a long time.
Yep. Yeah, I think who is he missing? T? Did you sign it?
Yeah, I signed it.
Finally, yeah. Okay, so he's been waiting a long time.
You couldn't even get around Fenway. I was like not that close to Fenway, and I had people like coming up to me as I was walking for my parking spot. Amanda and Grace, like I was taking a picture with someone, and they walked up behind me and scared the fuck out of me. I was like, oh shit, I'm getting jumped. It's over. I was like, I'm not making it to the House
It's
of Blues.
over.
And then we
Didn't
walked
she just
in.
tap your shoulder? Because she mentioned that afterwards.
Yeah,
She was like, I tapped
dude,
his shoulder and he
I was-
thought he was going to die.
I like turned around like squaring. I was like, whatever. I'm about to use these skills
He
I've
just
never
punch
had.
a man in the face.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
And then we just walk in and like I brought them in behind me because like they're fucking part of this community and we talk about them on the podcast all the time. But like that's what it is. I don't know. It just feels like a big family.
And the Red Sox tweeted
Yeah.
at us, T. I didn't see that coming.
That was
Yeah,
crazy.
that picture goes hard, by the way.
Oh,
Great pick.
got to get that framed.
Yeah, that pic goes dummy.
I wish you guys in the second row were all on the same level. But other than that, it's
We
great
were.
pick.
I mean,
What?
Coley's just massive.
No,
in
me
the
and
front
Jared
row,
were on
just
the same
taking-
That's
level.
why I'm saying I'm taking up too much of Jared.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
But he also took
But
too
you're
long to get
7
over
feet
there.
tall. Yeah, true. It's more of a last one to get over. But he had a lot of people to talk to.
No doubt. But that was another classic, like does anyone working here know we're
Dude.
supposed to be here? Because like the Red Sox team photographer is like, oh, this is a great pick. I need you guys all over here. And then security shout him out like, get off the fucking stairs. People are trying to go down them.
There was a lady bartender. There was a bartender at Sam Deck that was like, "Can you guys move? I'm trying to make money here." And I'm like, I'm so not the guy to be like, "Do you know what the fuck's going on here?" I'm like, "Hey, I'll move, lady. I'll move. Make your money. I'm not going to try to hurt you here."
I did something I revile, but I fear it was my only way to get into the House of Blues because I showed up. Jerry's like addressing the crowd over
awesome.
there, and I walk up to the door, and I'm like, obviously there's a line, and I'm walking up because I'm supposed to go in before people so I can be in there because we're setting up tables and shit. Hogdale's in there. It's a scene up there.
Go.
And I walk up. He's like, "Got any credentials?" And I'm just like, "What?" He's like, "Do you have any credentials?" So I take out my wallet and I grab my ID. And he's like, "That's great, but do you have any credentials?" And I was like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but can you look at the fucking poster right next to your head? Like, that's me. No one else looks like what? And someone else came down. They're like, "Yeah, he's supposed to be in here." And I was like, I really hate that I had to do that, but what do you mean credentials? Like, no, did you guys have credentials? I was uncredentialed.
No.
Jeremy at one point, it was either Jeremy or Eamon came and gave me mine. Probably like third.
But that was for
a
Fenway,
House of
right?
Blues credential.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's
Fenway.
why
House of
Fenway.
Blues.
Oh
With
no,
Mikey, yeah.
no.
I'm
The
talking
House
House
of
of
Blues
Blues.
guys were pissed when I walked up and my family. They were like, "Who are you people?"
Because you were late. It's because
That
it
might
took so
be
long
it.
to get
Yeah,
there.
you're 2 hours late, but
He just
And you
looked
could have been a
happy.
super spreader. Yep.
cheese all over the place. But yeah, I hate that. I hate
Diet cheeses.
that.
What was it? Diet cheesies?
Yeah.
It's a real sickness, okay?
Uh-huh.
Dickheads.
But it was a successful night, successful day. I know the Red Sox were happy with it.
Shout out Nick Sogard.
Shout out Nick Sogard.
That was smoked.
I think
Great job,
I-
Cora. I'm going to give a little tip of my cap here. He's been getting killed.
Tip
He
of
got
cap.
killed for that Weissert moment. That was a really good night for him.
Just to
The,
add real quick to how cool the night was, Jerry. Sorry to cut you off. I love going down there and getting those shots, by the on deck circle and all that. But so when I'm doing that, I just get in that mode of making sure the shot's great. And so got Sogard, zoom out a little bit, see Kurt's throwing the ball, zoom in. It was Eaton, right? That scores the run. He comes flying in out of nowhere. He scores. And then zooming in on the fellas celebrating out there on the field. And in that brief moment, I had forgotten about Wally having the Section 10 jersey on. And it's just so funny when he just comes flying in, this huge dude. Woo! Like Red Sox win. And he's got this big ass Section 10 jersey on. I'm like, that just kind of put it all into perspective of like, oh, right. This is the mascot on the field has one of these jerseys on right now. And they just want to walk off. Like it kind of couldn't have gone better. Obviously, the series sucked, but that was perfect.
Shout out to Wally because
Great night for Wally.
Wally, out of all the promotional jerseys that Wally has had to wear this year, Walter was kind enough to explain to us that's the first time that he's kept the promotional jersey on and ran out onto the field for the victory, still wearing the promotional jersey.
I was going to say
every
I don't
other
remember
time
that ever happening in a different scenario.
It's because it hasn't.
That's
so
cool.
shout out to
And
Wally.
he got us
for-
gifts.
He did.
Gifts.
He got us gifts.
That
He got
shirt
us
goes brazy.
t-shirts.
I can't explain how much I enjoy that Wally's a Big Ten guy. Like it makes me so happy because even Mariah, I know the M word. I know she was just like, "What
Gotta
is
complete that?
What does he get out of it?" And I was like, I don't like it's only like a bad idea for him to be like very closely attached to this program, but like he comes to the live shows, like for like him being a 10 guy means so much more than any player being a 10 guy.
Oh, yeah.
By far.
Multiple players combined. I'm taking Wally over that.
Wally.
Yeah, Wally will be here forever. Like
Yes.
Wally is the staple. He's the constant. I would much rather have Wally be a 10 guy than anyone.
This
that's
is my
currently on the
fucking
roster.
city, but it's Wally. He's up
Yeah.
there.
Him saying that in a 10 jersey, go nuts.
Yeah. But I did want to give a big shout out to the the boys behind the scenes, Steve included, because he's technically part of that for Underdog.
For sure.
But 2K, Mikey, Jake, Steve. So like we have our Tori, who took amazing photos.
photos.
I didn't get to go through them yet.
I'm
but
looking at them
everyone's
right
already
now.
fucking-
They're insane.
Yeah, they're sick. So like we've got the guys that you're used to hearing on the podcast, but then it's like we have our own night at Fenway Park, and Mikey, it still captures, like he's rolling when Dallas catches the
Incredible
foul
clip.
ball in the
Oh.
A's booth, gets all the reactions. Like that video is crushing it. Like you have Steve down on the field, which is like, this is acceptable because he's not like, you know, going to hang out with his parents being like, Daddy, I love you. I love you. I remember how much we used to watch baseball. Like he's
That's
like
what I
down
do
there
all the
getting,
time. I'm like, Daddy,
Yeah.
where are you? I love you so much. We
Yeah.
love baseball.
yeah. So like, but it's like Steve.
Everyone's parents are there. Like literally everyone.
Yeah. No, it's always me though. It's if the family thing happens, it's me. Someone at the House of Blue, it's like, I'm surprised you're here and not loving your dad.
Yeah, I was shocked. Well, I mean, like my family was there, but it's like I
Yeah.
put them
You put
to
them to
work. Yeah.
Big time.
I put them to work. My dad was like the director of morale. Ellen and my sister were slinging merch, and then you were just hugging your dad. And I
Yep.
was like,
Yep.
I don't even think I talked to my dad that whole time. He was
I don't know if
yapping
I've
with
talked
everyone.
to
I
your
was
dad
like,
much ever. Your dad is a man of few words. That's for sure.
it depends.
He looks like
It
Chuck
depends.
Norris.
I see what you see.
What was
I kinda
Walker? You ever watch that show? Like when he was like
Walker,
a
Texas
cowboy?
Walker,
Ranger.
Texas Ranger.
He looks like, in my head, that's your dad.
no.
Hey, your dad rules.
The best.
Yeah, he was walking
boss.
around. He was the director of morale. But yeah, Steve
he had a
got
bag.
videos.
Your dad had a bag of like jackets, merch, all sorts of stuff. And throughout the day and night, people kept adding things to it. And every time he was like, it's already fucking heavy and not like stop. It was so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah, he's a trip. But yeah. Overall, successful Section 10 night at Fenway. Hopefully we get to next year is going to be a big event year for us. I think like I know the cruise thing didn't happen, but I think we'll definitely get that. We'll have enough time. We'll have enough runway to pull that off next summer. And then I'm very excited. I don't want to get there yet. I want to see what happens in the postseason, but with the idea of doing kind of like an event per month, that could be very fun. Like we actually want to pull off the Section 10 Christmas party for all religions and atheists. We want to do a Halloween costume party. I'm targeting October 24th, which would be game 1 of the World Series. So it would be like a World
and what, Phillies?
Yeah, Phils. So it'd be like a Red Sox World Series watch party, and yes, we'll still have the costume party, even if the Red Sox aren't there. That could be very fun. So just stay tuned.
That has the ingredients to be one of the coolest things we've ever done. If we do a
costume party,
yes,
yeah, because
considering
I want
our
people
crowd
to
and
come
us,
with,
like that's. I think the costumes are going to be elite if we do that.
Yeah, I want the costumes to like at least be spin-offs of some sort of like podcast mention or thing.
I'm scared of what T would be, but
yeah,
I haven't
dressed
dressed up.
himself on fire and be like, look, on my bed when my sister tried to kill me.
Funny. Throw that in my face. One of the
Funny,
worst
dude.
moments in the
To
history
bring
of the
that up-
Melon King.
to bring
Yeah.
that up right now, dude.
All these years
Bring up
later.
that thing I told you about.
Yeah, out of nowhere that I didn't
think
even
you
have to
would
tell
turn it
you.
against
Funny.
me
Remember that
like
thing
that?
that I glorified on the podcast? What?
I didn't think you'd turn it against me like that.
Well, I'm just giving you a costume idea. What the fuck?
Fuck you,
Got a
Mariah.
What?
She's next door to me. Well, she tried to kill me.
Yeah, that's true. People need to understand that he's not talking about.
Oh, whoa. Coley, I would never.
Yeah. Okay. I was like,
I would never. I would never.
She'd beat your ass.
You're right.
I'm
Like,
like,
genuinely,
you're
I'm scared
literally
Coley
gonna
would
get
kill me.
killed.
I'm more scared of
Mariah's Coley.
Oh, big time.
Or Coley's
She
Mariah.
showed up yesterday.
Mariah's
This fucking
Coley.
Brookline trash rat. She shows up, massive gash on her arm. I go, what the fuck? You gonna do a knife fight before you got over here? Crazy. She was just like, it's fine. I'm like, you're literally, I can see your bone. Like, go get that taken care of, please.
I will say on the conversation of the mix, Cole, you got the cutest kids of all time. We really, I think, grew yesterday. We haven't really bonded too much, but we were bonding over the monkey and the giraffe.
Yeah.
And then doing high fives with us, and then we were high fiving the monkey. It was a really great moment. So that was
They're
fun.
big high five kids for sure.
Once they
love-
realize
even,
you're giving out high fives, like, I'm going back to that guy. He gives out high fives. Yep.
even Baby Kane, he's a big high five guy.
Baby
Mhm.
Kane. Shout out, Baby Kane.
Shout him out. Fallon hard
Shout him out.
all
Huh?
day, all week. They love going to Fenway. They love Wally and Tessie. They love the boss, which is what they say every time Cora pops up on screen. They're like, "There's the boss." Yeah, like,
That's incredible.
they're not wrong. He is the boss of the team. And then the lights hit. The bright lights are there. We get to the top of the steps. There's Wally. There's Tessie. Sailor runs right up. She's dancing with Tessie. And I'm like, Fallon, come on, let's go. And I pick her up. She gets right up to Wally, starts bawling her eyes out. She's like, this is way too much right now for me. I can't handle this. She blew it.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like Baby Kane's gonna grow up to be a big Wally guy.
For sure. He kind of looks like him already.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like T could probably use some ethos, Steve.
Of course, T could use some ethos, Jared.
Needed bad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because
Because
a lot of us know that we need life insurance to protect our family's financial future if anything were to happen to us. And we are always worried that something is going to happen to Tyler. One of the biggest excuses for putting it off might be that you think it's too expensive. But with Ethos, you can get affordable life insurance easily online. You love Ethos, right, Jared?
I love Ethos. I've always loved Ethos. Yeah, Ben had Ethos.
Ben had love Ethos. The traditional life insurance process is complicated, but Ethos has made it fast and easy. Life insurance is more affordable than you think. With Ethos, you can get a free quote and customize a rate that fits your budget. You can get up to $3 million in coverage, some policies as low as $2 a day, billed monthly, and that's a beautiful thing. Lock in your rate today since premiums can go up as you age. Ethos makes it fast and easy to protect your family's future in minutes, not months. No medical exam required. You just answer a few health questions 100% online. Get a quote in as little as 10 minutes. That's cool because it's Section 10, you know what I mean? You can get same-day coverage without ever leaving your house, Jared. Ethos is a trustworthy company that disrupts the traditional life insurance industry. 3 million families have completed their applications and trusted Ethos to help find the right coverage. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote today at ethos.com/section10. That is ETHOS.
Hello? Hello?
That is
Hello.
that is ethos.com/section10.
Hello?
God, where did that come from? Ethos, baby. Ethos.
Get your Ethos. Ethos.
I really landed the plane there.
Yeah, no, you did a really good job. You know?
Francesa apparently told a story today about meeting Robert Redford, R.I.P. And the only reason he ever met him was because of Dennis Drinkwater.
Oh, wow.
Shout him
Oh,
out.
Jake had a picture, right? Of go
A
ahead,
couple
Jared.
picks of drink.
You're probably gonna explain it.
well, no, I was going to say shout out to the Section 10 proposal that
There you
happened
go.
on Section
Oh,
10
yeah.
night. Chase. Yep. He came up to me during the meet and greet at the House of Blues and his now fiance was right there and he like got in close. He's like, hey, so in the 5th inning, I'm going to propose. I need you to be rolling on it. And I was like, I don't I don't know what the fuck I'm going to be doing in the 5th inning. Like, I can't promise you that, but I'll hopefully I catch it. And I just so happened to be still in the not the press box, the radio booth, and saw it, knew it was coming, caught the vid. Steve also caught the vid, posted it. I think he posted something on the Section 10 Reddit about it. And congratulations to the both of them. It's not the first. It would not be the first Section 10 wedding either. I don't think it would be the first or the second. Yeah, I think we've had a few by now. Yeah, that is also a crazy thing. Like, you know, it's been 10 years of Section 10. There's been multiple Section 10 weddings. Like,
I know. No, that is genuinely crazy. But shout out to them. I think they were double Section 10'd up. It was like they had the jersey, but then also like 10 shirts
t-shirt
on too. It's like they were 10 in it to the max.
Yeah.
So that was
last
cool.
year's and this year's too, which was thought, a sign of
really cool people.
Marriage built to last.
Talked in the House of Blues. Really chill.
Super chill. Super chill, bruh.
Taylor,
bruh. Red Sox lose 5-3.
Yeah.
All right. What do you say we stop and shop and get the fuck out of here?
Fuck yeah, brother.
When I go to Stop and Shop, I can cross off everything that's on my list.
Tactical move incoming!
Stop and shop. Look ahead. Stop and shop.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Look ahead. Red Sox win, leave them dead. Red Sox win, I'm seeing red. Stop and shop, we look ahead. Red Sox win, leave them dead. Red Sox win, I'm seeing red. Stop and shop, we look ahead.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
What's better than having to stop and shop, getting it done for all of you?
Literally nothing is better than Stop and Shop getting it done for all of you. I can't think of a fucking thing. So that's why we love Stop and Shop. Stop and Shop Look Ahead is brought to you by Stop and Shop. Head on down to Stop and Shop right now. You get fucking 10 cents off your tangerines when you buy at least 5 pounds of tangerines only.
He's reading word for word from the
Shout out Connor.
Yeah, shout out Connor. Connor was there. Connor puts together the notes for the Stop and Shop Look Ahead. He's been doing it for years, man. And I only met him once, and it was like 4 years ago at this point, I feel like. And I didn't even know that he had an Instagram. So he came up to me. He's like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Connor." And I'm like, "Fuck." I was like, I knew I was going to do that. I'm telling on myself right now. Like I literally
He cooked me too. He cooked me too because I confused him with our other Connor.
Well, how the fuck do you not know what Connor Jeffers looks like?
No, I do. I just thought whenever you mentioned Connor on the podcast, it was Connor Jeffers that you were referencing.
The same one.
It's a fair thing to be confused about with the name, but yeah, it looks obviously different.
No.
He told me when he writes the
Stop
notes.
and Shop Connor predates Connor Jeffers by several years.
Mm-hmm.
Connor told me when he puts the notes together, he tries to think of what I would say when you turn it to me. And then I told him every time you do turn it to me, I feel like I have nothing because you cite all the stuff I would usually cite.
Right. I'm glad you got to meet him. He's very smart.
Great
he's
guy.
Fucking great. Yeah.
Super
very
nice.
dependable. Yeah. He's been doing the Stop and Shop notes for, a long time. I want to say it started in 2020. Maybe even before that. Yeah. But shot him out. He was there. It was great. Garrett Crochet gets the ball in game 1. Drew Rasmussen will be opposing him on Friday night. Kyle Harrison getting the ball in game 2 against Adrian Hauser. And then in the finale, Connolly Early. Why is it at 7:35?
Yeah, we had this convo
Sucks,
last week. I believe the Buccaneers playing at home plays into this. Yeah.
Connolly Early versus Ryan Pepio. The Red Sox have a losing record on the road this year, but they do have a plus 41 run differential. The Red Sox are 8-2 against the Rays this year. I feel like that's not really talked about much, that they've owned the Rays. I feel like every time I see the Rays, I'm like, ooh, pesky team, but they've won 8 out of 10. Okay, good to know. Game 1, Garrett Crochet, 16-5, 2.63 ERA, a 105 whip, and an 11.3 strikeouts per 9. Crochet has been on a heater his past 2 games, 13 innings, 22 strikeouts, 40 whiffs. It is the second time this season that he has double-digit whiffs in back-to-back games. Even better news, Crochet's best start of his career was earlier this season against the Rays. It was on July 12th. Complete game shutout, 9 Ks, no walks. Crochet has been susceptible to the home run ball this month, though. He has allowed 6. That's the highest of any month this year. The cutter has also been not as sharp, 462 average and a slugging percentage over 1,000 in the month of September. The Red Sox are 21-9 when he pitches, and they have won 5 straight. Yes, that is including the game that he gave up 7 runs to the Guardians. Drew Rasmussen, 10-5, 2.74 ERA, a 1 whip, and a 7.6 strikeouts per 9. He's really good. Has a career 2.89 ERA across 6 seasons and 455 and a third innings. Very underrated. This season he was an all-star. He has a whip that's better than Crochet. He is incredibly consistent, and all of his game logs essentially look like this: 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. His cutter is his main weapon. Hitters are just hitting $163 against it. The Rays are 16-13 when he starts and 2-3 over his last 5. Kyle Harrison. We saw him pitch out of the bullpen, making his Red Sox debut. That was 3 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, 0 walks, 2 Ks. This feels like it will likely be a bullpen game with Harrison likely getting the start and just a few innings out there. He was solid in his Red Sox debut. The Red Sox have seemingly reintroduced a cutter to his arsenal, which he has not thrown since May of 2024. Harrison got 30% whiffs on his slurve and sat 95 with his fastball. Adrian Hauser, 8-4, 3.11 ERA, a 127 whip, 7.7 strikeouts per 9. Hauser was fantastic for the White Sox this year, putting up a 2.11 ERA across 11 starts. It has not been the same with the Rays. 4.67 ERA in 8 starts. He has allowed a home run in 6 of 8 starts and 4+ runs 4 times since joining Tampa. Hauser is coming off a game where he had 2 Ks and 2 whiffs in 6 innings pitched. The Rays are somehow 5-3 when he starts. In the finale, it's Connolly Early. He's 1-0 with an 0.87 ERA, a 106 whip, and a 15.7 strikeouts per 9. His second outing was really disappointing. He raised his FIP from negative 0.65 all the way to 0.25. It's hard to imagine having a better 2 starts than what Connolly Early's been able to do. 10 in a third innings, 10 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 18 strikeouts. He did hit 1 batter. Even funnier that he wasn't even on the mound for the run that was charged to him. Early results show hitters are having a hard time picking up the ball, as his 28% whiff rate on his 4-seam is the lowest whiff that he has on any pitch by 9%. Fastball velo was down this time compared to his debut. We can attribute that to adrenaline, 93.1 miles per hour this time, but hitters were 1 for 6 with a single and a strikeout against it. So we know he doesn't have to throw gas to be good. Despite finally not pitching against the A's, Early will continue his streak of starts against teams who play in minor league ballparks to start his career. The Red Sox are 1-1 when he starts. Ryan Pepio, 11-11. A lot of decisions. Good for him. 11-11, 3.77 ERA, a 116 whip, and a 9 strikeouts per 9. Pepio had a streak of 3 games from August 24th to September 4th, where he went 15 innings, 2 hits, 0 earned runs, 6 walks, 15 strikeouts, and he faced the Blue Jays, who put up 4 earned runs in an inning and 2/3. The Red Sox tagged him pretty good earlier this year. 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, gave up a homer. His changeup is his bread and butter, 201 average, 345 slug. The Rays are 13-17 when he pitches. Again, that is Garrett Crochet versus Drew Rasmussen. That is Kyle Harrison versus Adrian Hauser. And Connolly Early versus Ryan Pepio.
When I look ahead and you wind up dead, if you don't listen to what Steve says, even then you might still wind up dead. Caught in a tornado, get smoked by your neighbor's shed. When I look ahead, when I look ahead, your mouth!
Weather look ahead, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears.
You chew them with your mouth.
You chew them with your mouth. The Red Sox head to Tampa Bay to take on the Devil Rays in a 3-game set. Game 1 is Friday, 7:35 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. Mostly sunny, 87 degrees, 1% chance of rain, 8-mile-an-hour winds. Game 2, Saturday, 7:05 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. Mostly cloudy. You guessed it, same temp. 80. No. Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, bring it on. Bring it on. 87 degrees. A 21% chance of rain in that one.
Fuck.
Sunday series finale in Tampa. All right, just confirming something. I want to get an update on it. 7:35 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. Mostly cloudy. 85 degrees. Also, a 21% chance.
We're not getting this series in.
Rain. I think we should be fine. Famous last
We're gonna
words.
miss the
7-mile-an-hour
two?
winds.
How does it? What are the makeup
Game
days then?
3.
How does that?
I would do a
like,
triple header on Friday.
triple header on Friday?
Yeah. Yeah, by the time you're listening to this, you're already found out that they're starting the triple header at like noon. So like the game's going to be going on. The series will have started by then. So yeah, the last hot series of the season in Tampa this week. Jerry?
So obviously at these meet and greets, I'm sure Tyler gets a lot of like whatever, like the most recent catastrophe and whatnot. You know, like you mentioned, like I get a lot of people asking about like the home gym. I'm assuming a lot of your questions are about weather, right?
Yes.
Tyler?
A lot of them are about weather.
Someone came up to me in like the 6th inning, I want to say, when we started to be all over the place. People were doing other things in the ballpark, and they were looking for you, Steve. It was this blue-collar man. He said he works a very hard job. He was with his girlfriend. They showed up to the game before the big one happened. And her makeup was completely destroyed. Ruined the complete night. She never wants to go to a Red Sox game again. She'll never trust her man again after what you basically told him. You let him believe that they were going to be safe.
So yeah, there was a gentleman that came up to me and said, Steve, I have a bone to pick with you. And I'm realizing it's the same guy that talked to you. He said he got caught in the big one and it ruined his girlfriend's makeup. And they didn't end up going to the game because of it. And it ruined the weekend because of it.
Yeah. Dude, like people forget, like I got caught in the big one. And I was at Fenway, but I wasn't going to the game. I had unobstructed views. So if my hair got fucked up, how was I going to fix it and then go on TV after?
No, it's fair. I mean, I told him what I told you guys. Again, the weather is for during the game. It's not for 2 p.m. before the game.
I don't know.
That's what it's always been. That's what it's always been. So
yeah, well, I feel like, you know, if the big one's coming, it's like, you know, some of these people are from out of town.
So that's the exception. If the big one's coming, you got to.
There's a tsunami at 1, but your dinner plans at 5.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like
there's
going to be a torrential thunder or snowstorm, but it's going to clear up by 4. That doesn't tell the full story.
Yeah,
it's fair.
Like the big one, like people fucking died, Steve.
No,
you know?
I know.
Like,
Trust me, I've been wearing it all year. Like people tell me about that. Like my cousin's dead because of you. Like I've gotten that. Yeah.
Am I supposed to feel bad for you? Like, why did you frame it that way? Like, oh, poor me, while there's people who lost loved ones.
No, it's unfortunate. I don't like having that.
It's super
having that on my resume, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's part of the weather game, baby.
People have.
That's just kind of how it goes. Some people die because of weather. So
yeah.
Big fact.
I'm not wrong at all about that. So
actual fact.
We could all be dead tomorrow because of weather. You never know.
You truly never know. But on that day, I wasn't saved because of Steve's weather report. It was truly luck. Steve?
And that is your weather look ahead, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears. You chew them with your mouth.
Shall we vote? Or predictions?
Okay, I was like, vote.
Who did OB say?
What was it?
Nick Sogard, right?
Yeah, give me Sogi.
Yeah.
Obviously Sogi here.
Never wrong, just early.
I'm still going Sogard.
Yeah. That should count when we do our year-end awards. Like Sogard, that he got one.
Yep. Section 10 night walk-off. That counts.
Yeah, that plus the other. Those are 2 wins right there. That's all you need for catch-up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Jared.
how do we feel about the Section 10 awards being a live stream that's repurposed as a podcast this year?
Love
How
that.
do we feel about Sunday nights being the same idea?
Huh?
If the game's at 7:30 for no reason, why don't we just live stream it?
And that's the show. I mean, that's a way different experience. If you're saying
If
if that's
Clark's
the
is
show.
on the
No,
line,
trust
it
me, I'm typically
complicates it
horribly
too, right?
against it.
Yeah.
Huh?
And if Clark's is on the line, it complicates it in terms of getting votes and everything real time, right? Like by the end of the game.
Oh, they
The-
that tough, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like game 1 and 2, I guess we'd break down as we're watching game 3. That would kind of.
I mean, 7:30.
Yeah, I more just
it
don't
is
wanna
extremely
start at 10.
dumb. It's extremely dumb
stupidest
that
thing
they're
of all
playing in
time.
Tampa at 7:35 at fucking whatever it is, September
Oh, man,
21st.
How are these 3,000 people going to get there for the game if the Bucks are playing? Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
are they talking about?
I don't get it. It's pathetic. It's gonna feel like a spring training game. I'm not just saying because of the park, but it's on Nesson at 7:35 at a spring training park. Like what? And it's a huge game, obviously not for the Rays, but stupid.
I mean, they've fucked us over before in similar circumstances.
True.
It's been a while, but they have done it.
Mm-hmm. Sure have.
Mm-hmm.
Prediction
My
time.
vote.
Oh. Yeah, who are we voting for?
Tyler.
Thank you. Oh wait, you're calling on me? I'm sorry.
I know we didn't get to you guys, but 2K and Mikey, what were your experiences of Section 10 night?
I'm just really happy about the third curve.
Yeah, we got the third
Yeah.
curve.
Yeah.
Third
The
curve is
was
huge.
just the biggest news of the night.
Yeah.
And the playlist, Mikey. The playlist
Yeah.
was bumping.
No, the playlist was bumping. I didn't realize it was going to be playing on the speakers outside. So you're like walking down Lansdowne and the playlist is just bumping out there.
Mikey always
That's
got those
sick.
crickets going. Those crickets are always going to be with Mikey.
Yeah,
I know,
what's
I'm
up
not
with the
really like
crickets,
in the
man?
woods either, but the crickets are strong out.
I like it.
It sounds like you're coming from the middle of the woods.
Mikey Crickets on line 1.
Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, third
2K.
curve is wild. No one's ever gotten it.
It's relaxing. I met a guy that actually had the last name kind of like towards a bag's last name, and he thought he could relate to me on that, and he was just like, so what's the Z? What's the Z for of the bags? And I was like, oh, that's like not my last name. It's that's all Mikey. That's all Mikey there. They just gave me the J bag. So
Yeah, it's J bags.
That's
It would be
J
kind of
Bags.
electric if your name was Jeremy Baggs with a Z at the end.
Yeah.
Like,
Polish is like Bagzewski or something.
Bagzewski.
Jeremy Bagzewski. That's
It just rolls off the tongue.
It's just 2K for short, though.
Yeah. No, we go by bags.
Yeah. Jeremy Bagzewski.
I love the crickets too.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's coming through Jerry's soundboard. Like that's how live
crisp.
in effect they are.
That's
It also
crisp.
matches like the end of the show. It's like, it's late. Get the crickets going.
Yeah.
yeah, they're intense over here. It's nice though.
Yeah. Mikey, how would you characterize your experience of Section 10 night this year?
Yeah, no, in all seriousness though, it was unbelievable to like have people come up to me and recognize me and talk about, like the McCoy documentary and how much that meant to them. A couple people from Rhode Island came up to me and was talking McCoy and talking Friars. That was cool. And talking about the Oakland documentary. So to see that and to see the community really like, embrace me, and I'm not even on the podcast, like that meant the world to me. And that was just like one of the coolest nights in my career. Like I've been working in baseball and sports for like 11, 12 years at this point, like well over a decade. And that's got to be one of the most memorable nights of my career by far. thanks to you guys. So,
Hell yeah.
and the fans, you guys are the best.
Hell
Thank you,
yeah.
man.
What about
Thank you, the
Bagzewski?
goat.
How'd you feel about it?
Bagzewski.
Yeah, Bagzewski over here. Yeah, no, it was awesome. Just getting recognized, not even, knowing a lot, having experience here. And I would walk by some people and they would do the double take and be like, 2K? Is that you? Oh,
2K?
yeah, hey, they're like, congrats on the 2K, by the way. I was like, oh, dude, couldn't have done it without you.
To people, I mean, they have to know that like you're behind the out of context account, right?
Yeah, I think so. I've gotten like some talking about like the edits and everything, and they love it, and I really appreciated it.
Yeah, I always look forward to the out of context clips after every single episode, and Bagzewski's coming in with that heat every single episode.
What Bagzewski and Mikey have been able to capture is taking us to another
Yeah.
level we could have never got to.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's pretty under discussed, maybe never discussed. Like they're former Red Sox employees. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
I'm not wrong, right? That's true. That's 2 for 2
Oh,
true.
Ness and
Yeah,
Red Sox.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's the same thing.
Yeah, but
State-
same thing.
State
Same thing.
controlled
Under the
media.
FSG umbrella.
Yeah.
So that's where it's just like, yeah, that's why everything's so like it's I know we are like slapdicks in a lot of ways, but between them two, like me and Steve have both run like massive social media accounts for like 2 of the biggest sports conglomerates going these days. T's a producer at one of the biggest sports radio shows in the country. Jerry's just a fan. Like he really doesn't do anything. He's a super fan. No one's a better fan than Jerry, but other than that, the rest of us have quite a fucking resume. That's
I just love the Sox, man.
yeah, guy just grinds tape.
Yeah.
That's it. He stays up all night just studying the opponents. He loves this team.
Yeah, I just love the Sox.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah. That's really it, man.
That's my favorite. The amount of people who have embraced the super fan, like that's kills me every time.
That train started that, making fun of me.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's where that comes from. It's literally from like the original commercial calling me a super fan, and then she saw it in the kitchen, and then it was just like, "You're a super fan," and yeah, I mean, the way that she did it was more like Superman, but
Right.
I turned it into like Usain Bolt.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit
Had to
different.
kind of cool it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
No, we workshopped it, and we don't do it like mockingly. We as
Mm.
mocking as her at least.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, series
El
predictions.
super fan.
El Superfan.
SOS El super fan.
El Superfan. I'm gonna try this one more time, T.
Thank you. I'd like to apologize. I don't know why I misunderstood.
That's how you
the
started
situation
last time,
prior.
too.
Yeah, it really is.
I
yeah.
thought I don't know. I thought Coley was like about to vote for me
Thank
for
you.
something. I do look at the middle game of the series a little weird. Kyle Harrison hasn't thrown more than 3 innings in an appearance since August 19th, so it is essentially going to be a bullpen game. The good thing is you have Garrett Crochet going the day before, and Jared, you mentioned it earlier. Best start of the season was against the Rays. The Rays have been pitching their ass off. They're a top 10 team in ERA, so with the offense struggles, and we've talked about them being, bottom 10 in the league since Roman Anthony went down, I'm still going to go 2 out of 3 here, simply off Crochet and early. I thought Tampa Bay was a little bit more of a boombox playing in that spring training ballpark, but they're only 10th in park factor, so it's not ridiculous or anything like that. But I think Connolly early has shown he can navigate a lineup multiple times. Crochet should do what Crochet does. Yes, early. This is his first time with a regular workload working on, a normal rest schedule. What is that going to end up looking like? But I think we're going to see the Red Sox with their back against the wall, and they'll find a way to take 2 out of 3. Rays under 500 in the month of September, too. So not like they're playing the greatest ball of their life either. This seems like a spot where you got to have it, and I'm going to say the Red Sox find a way.
Steven?
Yeah, Rays about to be officially eliminated. Sox can do that on Friday, I believe, just if they beat them, because their elimination number is 2. I can't overemphasize enough how much I hate that Sunday night game. And I know people had mentioned, oh, it's because it's hot there. It's like, who cares? Like, what's it going to be at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon? It'll be, 92 instead of 87? makes literally no difference. And if it's about Buccaneers parking, that's stupid as well. The Red Sox just need to score runs. It's not super complicated here. I know I say it a million times. I'm going to keep saying it. Need a couple big swings, and you can win this series. The pitching matchups are what they are. Love Crochet in game 1. That's great. I would love a big boy homer from Alex Bregman in this series. I feel like it's been over a month now since he's had like a real like ding dong. So I'll stay positive here. I'm going to go give me the Sox 2 out of 3 in this series, and I just know that this weekend is like you're getting on. And T, you've probably had a similar tweet or a couple of them recently, but it's like you're about to get on a ride that you don't really want to get on, but you've been waiting in the line, and it's like I can't leave now. Like I got to get on this roller coaster and see how this goes. Like this weekend's going to be a lot going on. The Guardians play 4 games in the next 3 days. The Mariners are heading to Houston to play the Astros, so there's a lot to be decided there with the AL West and obviously the wild card. So we'll see what happens. By Sunday night, we'll have more information, and I'm just hoping it's good information.
The McMahon.
Yeah, as I pointed out earlier in the show, the last time the Red Sox took 2 out of 3, it was in a minor league ballpark, which is right back where they are. 2 out of 3.
Boom.
They're getting swept.
I like that.
Caminero gets to 50, you're saying?
Yes.
There were rumors that Jake was telling people that
The
Cake
sweep?
could make a
That's what he
return.
was going to say.
No.
There are rumors going around they're going to get swept, so I'm a little worried about this week.
There was talk of Cake potentially forcing his way back onto this podcast.
I mean,
I thought Keelan was Cake, honestly.
yeah.
That House of
Shout
Blues.
out Keelan. Came all the way from Ireland,
From Ireland.
and he
Keelan's
looks
the best.
exactly like Jake. Like me and
Jake.
I looked at Steve and I was like, Jake's brother's here. And he's like, oh, shit. He's like, you look exactly like Jake. I didn't know Jake had a brother. He doesn't. It's Keelan. From
You
Ireland.
basically said them as like 2 sentences back to back. You gave a little brief spot for me to believe it, and you're like, well, that's because it's not his brother. That's the guy that came from Ireland and flew here. Like, okay.
Mhm.
Super nice dude.
Oh, the nicest. Yeah.
From Ireland.
From Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw him chopping it up with my dad.
They had
I
a
want to know
combo?
what like, yeah, I want to know what that, like, what were people talking to my dad about?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. What would the topic
Your
be?
dad typically dictates the conversation, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it's whatever he wanted to talk about at that point in time.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's like Keelan goes over to talk to my dad, and my dad's just like, did you know Coley owns the fucking Celtics?
It's on the wood
He
constantly.
never talks about it. He's so humble. He's so humble, that kid.
That's what I like about that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I did a pitch perfect impression of him when we were walking in, and now I can't remember what I said.
Oh, yeah, you did. I forget what you said, but I was like, yeah, no, he would say that. I forget what you said, but it was very funny.
Was
I
it him
like,
walking up to that line, just being like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like just
Yeah,
something
yeah.
simple like that.
Yeah. 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 Is that everybody's prediction?
You didn't get 2K,
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah.
2K? Bagslowski?
Oh yeah, Bagzewski over
Bagzewski.
here.
Bagzewski.
Get it right.
In honor of Jake again, I'm going sweep.
Okay, thank you. Mikey, you want to throw a prediction in
Mikey Crickets?
2 out of 3.
there? Mikey Crickets.
2 out of 3 for the Crick, man.
Mikey Big Chirps.
The Crick, man.
Yeah.
The big cricket.
The big cricket's actually kind of incredible.
I do fear that's tough.
Yeah. It's just making merch with like KG's face on a big cricket.
Just like Jiminy Cricket with a baseball bat. He's pissed.
He's pissed. For context, he's pissed.
Yeah, he's not happy about it either.
If we're talking design real quick, not pumped.
Yeah.
He's trying to
If
win
you
a
got
ball.
him, if you got him smiling, that's wrong.
Yeah.
He's furious.
Yeah.
Fix it immediately if he's happy.
Seething, people are saying. I've heard rumors that he's seething.
The big cricket. All right. What day is today? Today's Thursday. So we'll be back on Sunday night, Monday morning.
Yeah.
For everybody else. Does that sound right?
Yes, sir.
And then Justin Nuts is back next week, I heard.
Some nuts.
Yeah. Tuesday night. Tuesday night nuts.
That's nut night.
I'd be nutting.
That's for the Jays.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Whatever their path
Well,
is, like, comes down to that series. I know technically Tigers, but like,
Well, if they get their doors blown off like they have all year, then yeah, it will.
for good or bad, we're going to learn a lot in the Toronto series.
All right. Time to lock in. Oh, quick funny story. So
Jared.
like Amanda, huh?
Go, Jared.
What?
Go. I'm just tossing it to you.
You're tossing it to me?
Yeah, the ball's in your hands. Go.
Dude already has the ball and he just got it tossed to him.
All right,
He
this
stole it, gave it right back. You should go.
this is my
It's all
final
you.
thought. Actually,
Clear
you know
out
what?
Poor Jared.
You know what, T? You go.
I appreciate you, big dog, but I'm gonna pass it right back to you.
No. I don't even want to tell the story. Go ahead.
I feel like you're really pissed when I start talking about this.
Go, by all means, go ahead.
Shout out to Justin Gonzalez, the 2025 Carolina League All-Star. Just, I think, a very underrated year in the system, and he didn't absolutely kill it at high A by any means.
This was
Unfortunately.
my final thought.
Thank you. My computer just completely froze, so I do not have the numbers in front of me. Can you guys see me? Oh no, this is not good. All right, we're back.
It's the
We're back.
latest Jovi we've had in a while.
But just a really good year for Justin Gonzalez between single A and high A at only 18 years old, 281, 363, 390 slug, a little bit on the lower side, but that ballpark in Salem is impossible to hit home runs at. But just another name you should be paying attention going into next year because it feels like there's going to be a lot of helium going into camp because he's a friggin' athletic freak with his body build. Currently number 13 in the system, though, and just a really solid year from him. I think everything you want to see out of an 18-year-old. I can't see anything.
The next call of the series. When I was in the booth with Monaco and Will Fleming, which was an awesome experience. Thank you guys for having me in there. I was very excited to be there. This was the walk-off on Section 10 night.
Kelly's 1-1. Sogard swings, rolls it towards second. Geloff collects, fires home, not in time! Eaton safe with a headlong dive, and the Red Sox walk it off 5-4. The Red Sox celebrate just beyond second base on the shallow outfield grass. They walk it off for a major league leading 11th time this season. They win it 5-4 in 10 as Sogard scores Eaton.
This Sogard kid can be a part of any team I want to run because he just has a way, Mike. He is a reason Alex Cora puts him in there. It's not an exaggeration to say that a little nubber off the hands, it's one of the biggest swings of the year for the Red Sox. By the way, Nate Eaton, much maligned, great slide, great read, first contact, he's on the way home. Man alive, did they need that? It took every part of their club to get that win done.
I didn't realize that the Red Sox had the most walk-offs of any team this year. Is that
They
real
do.
life?
And I think the Yankees have the fewest.
I don't know if that's a stat I want necessarily.
I mean, usually if you have the most walk, it's like, oh man, it's a special season. Like this season's not special.
I think he
Right.
led
To me,
the
it's
league
like
in
you're playing
2013.
constantly in tight games.
That's fine,
Yeah, which
but like
they have.
like when I think of like a fuck ton of walk-offs in a single season, I think of like 2013.
Sure.
It's like, something special's happening at Fenway. It's like, is there?
For a good chunk of this season, there was something special happening.
5
in
and
the
10
summer.
in your last 15 games at Fenway right now.
You what?
5 and 10 in your last 15 games at Fenway right now.
Yeah, it's bad.
When Sadon hit that walk-off homer, if you told us they're going to go to the World Series, I don't think we're like, no, that's not happening. Like, I'd believe you.
Oh, the vibes were wildly different.
Immaculate. That's all over. There were a bunch of people that had that shirt. It's just like custom made, the ice in the veins thing. It goes crazy.
No, shout out Gio. Gio made it. Cooked those up. Very strong.
Incredible.
Final thought, Coley?
Yeah, I'm a little one, because I was listening to the game via playback through my car as we were doing Tied in the Eighth. I had heard you workshop with the fellas, like the walk-off call, tying it. It was the 10th inning, section 10 night. They avoided that like the plague. So shout out Will and Monaco for absolutely no selling us there. And shout out T for saying people are going to hear about Justin Gonzalez next year when I've been fucking talking about him since last year, T, on this program.
Oh, no, I didn't mean in like if you're not a prospect. I meant more like top 100 list. I think will be much more in the conversation a year from now.
Shout him out.
But yes,
passing that ball.
Coley was
back to
talking
Jerry.
Justin Gonzalez before anyone.
Non-Sox prospects related.
Yes.
Steven, final thought?
Appreciate it. Caught that ball. Shout out to Lovon's wife. Found this out via TC that she bought the turtleneck, the Red Sox turtleneck, on eBay. And I'm like, that's awesome. I'm always looking on eBay for throwback All-Star Game stuff and 99 All-Star Game stuff. So the fact that that was just off of eBay, I think, is hilarious. And obviously, I would want more of these dudes to be wearing those turtlenecks. Not this weekend when it's going to be 87 degrees in Tampa. That would actually be kind of funny. If they want to mix the vibes up, they should all wear 90s turtlenecks in Tampa this weekend.
Yeah.
And just be sweating like crazy. I mean, the lineup can't be much worse, so why not? And then as per usual, section10merch.com. The new merch out is incredible. And yeah, get yourself some merch, kid.
Yeah, and if you want to go to these games in Tampa, you got to download the Game Time app. The Game Time app actually takes advantage and it gives it back to the fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means that you can trust that you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. There's only one home series left if you don't want to go all the way to Tampa. The Red Sox are playing the Detroit Tigers in the final weekend of the regular season. I'll be there thanks to the Game Time app. Fees are included. Know your total up front with no surprise fees at checkout. Save even more when you choose a section and you let Game Time choose the seats for you. Snag new ticket deals before anyone finds out by following your favorite team in the Game Time app to receive alerts. Get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy your tickets. The lowest price guarantee, your Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference, and your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry today. Take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app. Create an account. Use the promo code SECTION10 for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account. Use the promo code SECTION10, SECTION10 for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. Coley, final thought? T, final thought?
0 for 2.
Shut the fuck up.
I forgot to pass the ball back. I'm passing it back to you, Jay.
That's true. Steve didn't pass the ball back.
Yep. I messed them up.
T, final thought?
I win.
Coley, final thought?
Oh, buddy, did I go?
Steve, final thought?
Yeah, I definitely went.
All right. Ba-doop, doop, doop.
Buenas noches, amigos.